Welcome back, everyone, to the second episode of ChrisCast. I know I never expected this day to come, but we're back, and today I'm joined by the Nintendo trio, Crazytendo and NintendRo.
Up.
Yo,
And today I think we have a pretty fun episode planned for you guys. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be talking about Nintendo's this current decade for Nintendo, so 2020, 2021, and 2022. Talk about what we thought of each of those years and some of the things that were released. We're gonna be giving our wishes for past Nintendo games from the previous consoles to come and be remade for the Switch. And to finish off, we have a Q&A section where we're going to be answering some of your guys' questions from the Discord or from the community post. So with that said, let's get into the first section. What do we think of Nintendo's 2020? Just to get it out there. Like, we're going to get into specifics later, but what do we think of Nintendo? What do we think of Nintendo's 2020?
Honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Really?
I mean, considering all things that were happening worldwide, we did actually get some good stuff. Because
I mean,
Well,
I
you
think
gotta remember.
I'm trying to remember. I mean, we got Animal Crossing New Horizons. That was the big one.
Yeah, that was the big one.
What else was that?
So-
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
There was because because of the pandemic and stuff.
Mm.
So March we got Animal Crossing.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure
It was
July.
July. We got
Paper Mario.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And then
August we got Pikmin, right? Or was
it was
that's
October.
I
September?
think Pikmin was 2021. I think.
No, Pikmin 3 Deluxe was October, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was October.
So,
The
yeah.
trailer was August.
So what I think we got. So
Oh
we
wait,
started
and 3D All Stars.
3D All-Stars as well, along with Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I feel like everyone forgets about that game for good reason.
Same, but like I love the game, but I forget
It's not
it
a
so
bad.
much.
I don't think it's a bad game. It's just like forgettable in a way because
Yeah.
it's not a main line of Legend of Zelda game, and it's like
Mm.
just part of a niche series, you know.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
an
so
RPG.
now let's get more specific. The first direct presentation, the Nintendo Direct Mini in March. I think what that one had, like that I remember, is I think there was like more talk about Animal Crossing.
There's only one thing I remember from that, and that was Min Min.
Yeah, and then they said that there was an ARMS character coming to Smash. Oh shit, we forgot about Byleth reveal back in January.
Was it what it was?
Byleth was revealed January 16th, 2020.
It was
That-
2020, really?
Yeah, it was that long ago.
Oh wow.
And we know how much
That
Ro
seems so
loves
long.
RPGs. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
so when-
perfect. January 16th. Oh, I love that day so much.
January 16th, 2020. You were like 16 at the time, right?
Yeah,
I,
that
I
was
just that was my birthday. I just
Yep.
turned 16. Then.
And
the
Nintendo.
day Ro turned 16. Byleth gets revealed for Smash Bros.
What did you
I was
feel
like-
about that? Having a fire.
Yeah, I usually was like Nintendo. You couldn't give me a better gift for that, could you? Like of all things, you could have been like, oh, let's give the guy like some brand new 3D Mario or some new, I don't know, some like Mario Party or some like I don't know Zelda or something. But no,
Yeah,
you're like no,
Byleth.
you get RPG person.
Yeah. RPG person.
The Smash community was so mixed on that, which I thought was pretty funny. Personally, like looking back at it, I think everyone overreacted about Byleth. Sure, he was like the 80 millionth Fire Emblem character in Super Smash Bros. But
Byleth is the only good one, the only good Fire Emblem character I know.
I mean, to be honest, like I also when I do Smash, maybe with my brother, he mains Ike quite a lot. I mean, he doesn't really he doesn't play any other engine games that much, but like he mains Ike a lot. Like I don't have the DLC, so I can't really say. But I have played the DLC with my friends a lot. But usually I main with someone probably like say Steve or Banjo Kazooie sometimes. But I think in terms of Byleth, like again, I do still agree with the community, most people, where they say like, yeah, it's just another Fire Emblem character because like there ain't that much representation. Like I get it's another series that Nintendo has, but they don't keep pushing and pushing it. Like
Yeah.
they could just push another series character or whatever.
So what I gotta say though is you're kind of lucky that you got a Smash character revealed on your birthday, because as we get further onto Nintendo's timeline, you'll kind of notice that there was some that were announced near my birthday, but not necessarily on my birthday. But
Wow.
yeah, so up next, I think, was the Nintendo Direct that we were talking about before. So there was what Min Min, I guess, what was an ARMS character being announced
Yeah.
to Super Smash Bros. And
Mm.
then I think besides that, the only thing of note was Animal Crossing. So I guess besides that, there wasn't much memorable in that Direct that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, it was a direct mini, so it makes sense that they
Yeah,
didn't have that much.
but like
Mm.
it would have been nice if they just kind of like showed off like later projects like
Yeah.
Paper Mario and whatnot
I mean,
because
it's weird how, because if I remember correctly, they just shadow dropped
yep
Paper Mario on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
I
so
wasn't.
maybe at that direct they could have maybe at least teased it, or maybe just announced it,
Yeah.
something, rather than just shadow
I remember
dropping
it was
it.
in I was in math, I'm pretty sure, like during the lockdown, so it was like online lessons.
hmm
I was in math. I just checked my phone and the trailer just popped up in my notifications, and I was like, "Yo, new Paper Mario!"
yeah, I think that would be kind of like as we get further down it'll be kind of interesting to be like to kind of like talk about where we were when these like reveals happened, especially in 2020, because like it's so
I know
crazy.
where you're leading with that. I
Yep,
know
so
where you're leading with
we'll
that.
get to that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think the next thing to talk about is Animal Crossing that released like what, March?
I think that was Maine, was it not? Or
Was
No,
it
it was
May?
March. It was
was it March?
it was March because that's also when Doom Eternal released, and the
Oh,
Isabel Doom guy shippings that
that's
those were so
right.
weird.
That's right. The memes, the shipping.
Yeah.
I hate the Nintendo community for that. You
Yeah.
can't just
It
ship
was just like,
you
why?
you can't just ship a dog and a guy and like a demon slayer. You can't just do that
Yeah.
in Nintendo community. It's just not ideal. You guys are weird. Anyways, I personally haven't really played much Animal Crossing. Just never got into it.
I don't have the game.
How about you, Ro? Have you?
Yeah, I haven't played it. I haven't played any Animal
Ah,
Crossing game ever, so I can't
okay.
really say. Have you guys
So,
played any Animal Crossing? Like any of the series?
I played like 2 minutes of the DS one.
I think I played a little bit for the GameCube, but that's about it.
Yeah, I haven't played any of them, so I don't know
Yeah,
what it's like
that's
at
like a
all.
series I just could never get into. It's like
Same. It's just it takes a lot
Mm.
of time
dedication.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
It's,
there's
it's
so
mainly
much to
because it's
do.
about the dedication thing. It's like you gotta spend more time on, cleaning your island and everything. So
hmm
it's kind of like, if you're an Animal Crossing player, you will be only doing Animal Crossing because like most time you'd be trying to like do whatever, like
hmm
survival and stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, so in a way, the game kind of reminds me of Minecraft, which is a game I adore. Haven't played much of like since 1.19, but it's a game I adore. But it's just like I feel like it's a way more grindy than Minecraft, because with Minecraft you can hop
It
on for 10
is.
minutes, mess around, and then just hop off. But
In
with
Animal
Animal
Crossing, you
Crossing,
can't do anything in 10 minutes.
yeah, you have to like spend a lot of time on Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't have anything against Animal Crossing. I'm sure it's a wonderful game. It was definitely Nintendo's game for 2020. But when it came to like just stuff in general, it just I don't know.
It isn't my type of game
Yeah,
either,
it's just
really.
not my type of game. Like I love sandbox like open world like sandbox games, but Animal
Mm.
Crossing just isn't one I see myself getting into.
Yeah,
I think
same.
so. I think up next is the what is it called? Min Min reveal. Like, so we knew that there was an ARMS character that was going to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but we didn't know who it was. The community was thinking maybe it'll be Springman. Maybe that'll be the way to break the oh yeah, assist trophies can't be characters in Smash. Some people
Which would
said it
have
was going to be
meant
like
that out of Waluigi, I would have been happy if it was like, if it was Springman who would have been the fighter, then it would have been like, okay, so obviously because Byleth was revealed
mhm.
in January, so maybe like, it could have been Waluigi maybe, but as
Well,
like,
honestly,
the thing.
taking what Ro just said into account, I'm happy that it wasn't Springman because think about it.
Springman
If
is
they
so
broke,
generic.
because no, not just that, but think about it. If they made an assist trophy a character,
Then
people would have
Waluigi.
been helping even more for Waluigi, and then Twitter
Yeah,
would have
you're
exploded
right,
even
actually.
more when Waluigi
Doesn't get
ended up not
announced.
making
You're
it.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I do see. I feel like if from a Nintendo perspective, if they were to announce that assist trophies can become actual fighters, they would have to start with either Waluigi or Gino. I mean,
Gino's in
obviously,
it then.
yeah, obviously, Gino's a Mii costume, but I meant like, so in terms of like assist trophies can be fighters, then they would have to do Waluigi. Or if like Mii costumes can be fighters, like actual fighters, then they would have to do it with Gino.
Nah, they'd have
So
to do Sans.
Yeah.
this
But yeah,
man.
okay. So
Funny skeleton man.
I had my my holy trinity for Nintendo for Smash Fighters. We'll get into that later. I had to hold off on that. We'll get into that later. But like honestly, looking at back at Min Min, like it was a nice reveal. It wasn't someone generic like Spring Man or Ribbon Girl from Arms, but like I just do not like how Min Min plays. Min Min is so basic and boring. There is nothing like interesting
Minmin's
about Min Min.
alright.
It's like, oh look, big arm. I could punch far. But
Yeah.
other than that, her attacks are like what? Like a kick? Like
I don't even
spring
remember
up.
Minmin's attack.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, the spring
The
up.
character is so forgettable. Like that is
And it's so weird that you press B for one arm, A for the other. It just makes it.
it
I
makes
don't know. It just
sense,
makes it so
but
weird.
like
It
you
makes
can't-
sense, but why?
Yeah, and like the fact that only one of the arms could change, like the like what is it, the ability or whatever, like from the dragon to like the weird circle thingy to the to like the ball. Like it's weird that only one arm could do that, not the other. Like if you're gonna have one arm do it, you might as well have both arms do it. I guess it makes
Yeah.
sense for like a balancing standpoint, but I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. But any other thoughts on
Yeah, I
Nintendo?
agree.
Like I thought the trailer was pretty cute. I really liked.
It was the ramen one, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Ramen, I was
the
like,
ramen
was
one,
cute.
yeah.
Ramen,
I
yeah.
liked it.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
That was
It really
nice.
cool.
Especially
But I can't-
Captain
I can't
Falcon
say
just
much.
like just intensely
Oh yeah,
eating the ramen. That was so funny.
that was awesome.
And then like Kirby being
Yeah.
there and stuff. That was cool. But oh, and then at the end, Min Min and Captain Falcon switching places, with Captain Falcon being kind of like the waiter and whatnot. That was kind of funny. That's just like the charm of Smash DLC trailers. Though they are so good for the
Yeah.
most part. Byleth.
Mm.
But anyways,
Yeah.
up next, I think we got like nothing up until
For P1, Origami King, right?
until Origami King. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
we'll talk about them later. We'll talk about them at the end of 2020, just like because we can categorize them all together with direct mini partner showcases. But in terms of like big things, I think Origami King was next, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
July.
Yeah,
Because wait, what was the Min Min trailer?
the Min Min
like,
trailer was like June.
Official reveal.
I think
June?
her.
Yeah, I think Origami King was July. I think
Yeah.
around July. I think.
Yeah.
I
Or end of
remember
June even.
it was like July because I like came home from a camping trip and the first thing I did was stream Origami King for a bit. Never streamed the game like after that. Like I played through the game, but I never streamed it after that. But I streamed the game nonetheless, like right when I had the
Oh, wow.
chance to, because I was like excited
Yeah.
for it. And honestly, I enjoyed it. Like the writing was great.
I love the story of the game.
The story is so good. The combat, a lot of people don't like it. Personally,
I like it kind of.
I thought it was fun, but it was pretty
Yeah.
gimmicky. Like
Yeah.
and like the fact that there's no like leveling up or whatnot, and you just get like confetti from it, it was kind of lame. And I get what people like.
Yeah.
People say, you know, the new battle systems kind of suck, but personally, this one was probably the best of the three like previous.
Yeah,
ones.
100%.
Because
It's also like the one RPG I would recommend Ro to actually play.
Yeah, I mean, also
Yeah.
when there was that period of time where I think I should start actually like go out and buy one. I think probably I would probably start with Origami King if anything.
Yeah.
But I guess now that I have the expansion pass, I can just like when I finish, because I've got Sonic Frontiers now, and so I think when I finish with Frontiers, I'll probably start Paper Mario.
like 64.
Yeah, 64. Yeah.
That one is a good
Alright.
one. But
I haven't played it.
that one's a good one. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking out if you haven't. But back to Origami King. I can't. This is like the only time I've like actually cried for like or had tears for a video game was when Bobby died, like when he sacrificed.
Bobby's
Spoiler.
death was so.
That was a spoiler.
I forgot you haven't played the game. It's been 2 years.
Yeah, bro.
3
That's
years.
your own fault.
So
Oh yeah, it's nearly been 3 years.
it's almost been 3 years. Yeah, that's insane. But yeah, that was such a sad moment though. Like
It
I
was.
loved that character. Like he was like probably the
Bobby
best.
was so base.
He
Like
was the,
holy.
he was the goat.
Yeah, for
He
real, man.
was.
I haven't studied much on Paper Mario though, but wasn't it in Color Splash where was it Huey died as well?
I think so.
Because
no idea
I
if
remember
Huey
when I was doing my research for the
Battle-
Bottomless
yeah,
the Battle
Bottomless.
Mario OST series, I was looking at when I was listening to Paper Mario Color Splash soundtrack. When I was listening to it, I heard a song called it said Farewell. So it was really sad, like piano song. So that, okay, well, so why is this so depressing? So I searched it and I said, oh, this is where he dies. And I watched the scene and I was like, oh, that's so depressing.
I
The guy
think, yeah.
sacrifices himself.
I didn't play Color Splash, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing like that. And it's
Hmm.
like, so what I think that Origami King did right was bringing back partners, kind of, because like they brought back partners, and they were kind of like temporary partners, like Bowser Jr. or
Yeah.
Bobby or whatnot.
Yeah.
But
Professor Toad as well.
Professor Toad, yeah, I forgot about him, but they they're stepping in the right direction, but they're just not quite there yet with Paper Mario again. So I mean, we'll talk about this later, but I think if they, you know, kind of take Paper Mario back to its roots in a way, hint for later, I think that I think that they can make a really good game with Paper Mario. But at this time, they're taking a step in the right direction, but just not not quite there yet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So up next, I think was the reveal of Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Kind of lame. I have the game. I have it on my shelf over here, but I haven't touched it. Pikmin is just a game I don't think I'm gonna like actually play unless I make a video about it. But
Have you even started it?
no, I think it's still like wrapped in plastic wrap.
Oh,
Wow.
I have
oh,
it.
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
got
be
that
real
little
here.
waste of money.
No, it was like so. The only reason why I got it was like there was like a deal to get it for $19, and I was like, it's a
Oh,
Switch
Well,
game.
actually good.
That's why I got it because it was
Yeah,
on
that
sale
makes
for
sense.
$19. So I was like,
That
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
that's the only reason why I got it. And then like I was also getting into like Nintendo Switch game collecting, which is why I unfortunately have One Two Switch and Arms on my shelf.
Ah,
But
We love that game. Want to
yeah.
switch?
And just completely off topic, my One Two Switch copy is a European copy, so it's like I'm sure you guys probably know. But like the European copies, they have like the name of the game like in the middle instead of like on the top.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
like looking at it on my
Wait.
collection, it triggers me. So
Wait.
much.
Wait. What do you mean? Like,
Oh,
So
the
like
cartridge.
in the
it
middle,
says one. Is one to switch? Wait, I'm so confused.
Okay, here. Let me grab it. Those of you
Let
that
me-
are
let me-
listening to the podcast, you're not gonna be able to see this. I'll try to like explain it. But like, if you look at this is the
Oh,
Euro-
that.
Oh, that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
in the middle.
It's like
of-
that. I have the exact opposite case of you. I've got so all my games are European except Xenoblade 3, which is American, and it's so annoying that the text for that is just on the top for
I
me.
like it
'cause
that way though. It's so much better. It just
I prefer in the middle. That's because just I'm used to it. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
the-
prefer the middle as well.
being an American, I'm more used to it being on the top. So having that one copy of One Two Switch as the first game. Oh, I just voice cracked there. As the first game on my uh, on my like shelf because I'm doing it in the order of like alphabetical order and whatnot, and numbers come before letters. So One Two Switch is the first game on there, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Oh.
So it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is.
for me though, like also like off topic, but for me, the Xenoblade isn't even the sore thumb. It's have you seen the box art for Super Bomberman R?
Ah, yes, I've seen it. It's like
It's so bad. It's so weird.
Wait, let me. I need to see. I need to see this. I need to see
Yeah,
this.
wait, Google it. Yeah, it's like the
Super
spine of
Bomberman,
the.
do you have like a copy on you or no?
No, it's upstairs right now. But
Okay.
What is this box art?
no, the box art's fine. But like, wait, can you find like the spine of?
Oh, the spine.
The spine, it has like the logo of the game on it. If I remember it correctly, right?
Yeah, it is the logo of the game.
It's so bad.
There's some weird
It's like,
yellow text.
why?
Why does it stick out? See now, see, if you had that would stick out like a sore thumb.
Uh-huh.
That would just stick out.
Because like
That is so weird.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
But what were we on? Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
we just
have-
finished Pikmin
Do we,
3.
do we have anything to talk about with Pikmin 3 Deluxe?
No.
I mean, I've never
Okay,
played
I'm gonna be
Pikmin, so
real
I
here.
can't say.
Pikmin, I don't like Pikmin. Like I tried the demo. I tried the demo for 3 Deluxe. I didn't like it, and I think okay, this is just copium, but like I don't like Pikmin because in the September Direct. We could have gotten a Mario announcement from Mr. Miyamoto. He shows up, he mentions the Mario movie, he goes on to talk about Pikmin 4, and after saying, and now we have a big announcement for you guys. And I was just like, no.
You're missing something. We'll talk about this later.
Mario movie was it Mario movie the video game featuring the Chris Pratt? No.
Nah, we're gonna talk about Pikmin Bloom for 10 minutes, and oh yeah, Pikmin 4 exists. Here you go. Here's a teaser.
Oh yeah. Oh that yeah.
I was so mad when that happened, but that's too far into the future. We're back in 2020 right now.
Oh yeah, 2020.
I personally like just the gameplay of Pikmin has never interested me, so I just haven't bothered playing it. I'll probably maybe try. I'll maybe, no promises. I'll maybe try it this year, only if I'm making a video on it.
Yes, I think I should try the demo, but like it's a whole new series and like to me try out, so I might try it.
If I have to get Pikmin 3,
Yeah.
I'd just get the Wii U one because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it is. Well, unless you find a deal on the Switch one, there's just a little bit more content in it, so like.
Yeah, that's true.
So it might be worth it if it's on a sale, but if it's not, then I'd try to get a Wii U copy if you have a Wii U. But,
yeah, I have a Wii U.
Up next is I think the Mario Direct, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I have the Mario Direct was the highlight of 2020 Nintendo for me.
Yeah.
That and one other thing that we'll get into very soon were my highlights from 2023.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're gonna go into.
So the Mario Direct. What were you guys doing at that time? I was on a study hall.
I was in biology.
Oh,
I checked my phone. Okay, this is actually a really cool story.
Everyone by one tell stories.
Yeah. So I was in biology. The teacher left. I took out my phone real quick because I wanted to see, I don't know why, but I just wanted to take out my phone, right?
Mm-hmm. The urge.
Yeah,
your
the
phone
urge.
during a Zoom. I know.
It wasn't Zoom. We were back in school at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So different than my situation then.
Yeah. So I took out my phone and I saw a video from Game Explain, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I was like, huh, alright. The next video, Super Mario Bros. 35. I was like, holy shit. And then the teacher walked in. I quickly put away my phone. And those were the longest 5 minutes between the end of class, like ever.
So
I ran out of school. Before jumping on my bike, I quickly skimmed through the direct. I basically then knew all the highlights of what was going to be in that, and I was just so excited. Like, holy.
So for me, I was so it was virtual for me at the time. I was like doing Zooms and stuff, but I was just like so lucky because like Nintendo doesn't even never announce things. They just shout drop it like, oh yeah, here's the Super Mario Bros. Direct, and it's like, oh, thanks Nintendo, thanks for warning us in advance. So like I got the notification that Nintendo went live with the Super Mario Bros. 35 Direct, and I was like, oh shit. So then I hop on it. I'm watching it live, the premiere countdown and whatnot. Always a fun time when you're waiting for something to happen. And I was like, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're gonna get 3D remasters or remakes, Super Mario 3D World. Galaxy 2 is gonna be in the remasters. It's gonna happen. A Galaxy Collection. So, Crazy just died.
Oh, I died?
No, I think my mic.
Wait, really?
Your camera's like freezing.
Wait, really? Because for me, wait, let me turn it off and on again.
Okay. Well, anyways,
Is better?
freezing for me.
Oh, it's off.
I turned it back on. I'm so confused. Like for my Discord review, I see it.
I don't. That's fine though. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you'll get it back in editing.
Maybe. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. So I was watching the direct live. So I think it started with Mario 35, right?
Yep.
I think that's what it started.
No, it wasn't the Game & Watch.
Oh yeah, it was Game & Watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Game & Watch. Yeah, it was the Game & Watch. It was the Game & Watch.
Okay, so yeah, it started with the Game & Watch, and I was like, that's cool. Probably not gonna get it, but that's cool. And then Mario 35 happened, I think. And then
no, it was 3D World. 3D World
was it 3D
second.
World? Okay, yeah. Then it was 3D World, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's 3D World on Switch!" And then they said, and then it was the plus, and I was like, wait, is this Mario 3D World plus 3D Land? But no, it ended up being Bowser's Fury. So like, there's like, the question of what's Bowser's Fury, which, we'll talk about that later on. And then it was Mario Kart Home Circuit or Super Mario 35, one of those two. Mario Kart
Yeah.
Live Home Circuit. I was like, that's kind of cool. I don't see myself playing this though.
It was good. I thought it was a cool idea until I saw it was one cart and for $100.
Yeah, that was kind of like what drove me away from that. Like quite literally drove me away from that. No Mario Kart.
Mhm.
No pun intended.
No
Shit,
pun intended.
But yeah, that price point was just like, no, I'm not gonna spend that much money to get a Mario Kart I can build in my house when I don't have much room, especially in my room, to build a Mario Kart track. So I was like, no thanks. So then, where was I? Yeah, the Super Mario 3D All Stars. Initially, I was like, holy crap, we're getting the three great Mario games in one collection. Okay, actually, just so I don't like get canceled for this, we got two good games and a horrible game. I'll let you guys guess what the horrible game is yourselves.
How dare you diss Super Mario 64? How dare
No,
you?
How
no,
dare
no,
you.
no, no,
How
no,
dare
no,
you.
no. Galaxy. You know the memes. The memes.
The memes.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, that game changed my life. Never mind. But yeah, we got three good it was three great
My God,
super
that's
like 3D Mario games into a collection, which was a lot of fun.
It
And was like
was.
so hype, for like to be revealed, and then like the fact that it was like releasing like 2 weeks later, I was like, holy crap, that's fast. Like I think that's the fastest turnaround for like any Nintendo game of all time. Like they announce it and it comes out 2 weeks later. It's like,
That
jeez.
was I was I think I screamed when I saw that.
I was like so hype. Like I can't explain it. Like it wasn't like hype like a certain reveal later on, but it was just like, dang, okay, this is insane. So obviously I pre-order it.
Yeah.
I buy it physically because
I remember the date of the direct. It was the 3rd of September,
Yep.
which was 2 days after my
Mm.
birthday, and so I basically just considered the entire direct a present from Nintendo.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
kind of.
did all three of us had stuff around our
Oh
birthdays that
yeah,
year, right?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll talk about that
Like,
very soon.
yeah, we'll talk about that.
But where were we? Yeah. But the fact that like I remember so well. I was like so hyped. I pre-ordered both games, 3D World and 3D All Stars. I have 3D World digitally, unfortunately, not physically, but I do have 3D All Stars physically because, well, one reason is because limited time release. Let's talk about that.
Oh
Oh yeah.
God.
Nintendo was on something. I swear, Nintendo was on something when they made that direct. They were like, "Oh yeah, you see this Battle Royale Mario game? Well, it's only available for 5 months, so enjoy it while it's there." Or
Weird. I mean, obviously, before I obviously talk about what I was doing during that direct, but I was going shopping like the other day at like Curry's, which is like a tech store, and I saw they still had 3D All Stars there. So whenever I go to that shop, I always see 3D All Stars is still there.
Mhm.
It's still like a standard price, like not standard. It's still it's a cheap price for like 36 quid, where games usually would be like 50 or 60 quid. But it's still there. But you just gotta find the right place to get it. So basically, it's anywhere which is not eBay, where you can get where you pay where you have to sell like a liver or two.
Are you talking about 3D All Stars prices, or because I think you said 3D World, right? Or was it 3D All Stars?
All Stars, yeah, three
Yeah.
All Stars.
But what's funny though is like you could still get it on Amazon. I mean, it's like $80 right now to get it for new on Amazon, but you can still get it on Amazon and not have to pay scalpers prices, which is kind of nice.
No,
But
no, that's good.
and it's getting it new too, instead of paying $500 for Super Mario 3D All Stars with the Nintendo Switch. Woohoo! Lazy emulation at its finest. But
Mm.
anyways, the limited time prices or the limited time releases were so stupid. Like, why did
Yeah,
Nintendo?
no.
And like, okay, these were not the only things that Nintendo did this for either. There was the Fire Emblem like re-release of like the first game that they sold for $5. That was kind of like Virtual Console, but not. It was the Game Boy one, I think, and they released it like they just dropped it for like the anniversary of the series or something, and that also died on the same day Mario died. So I mean, Fire Emblem deserves it, but Mario does not deserve to die like that.
Mario
Yeah.
can't die like that.
But
But Fire Emblem can die any day.
Yeah.
facts. But what is it? Mario 35 was a fun time. It was nice when it was up, but you know, unfortunately, it's been like 2 years now. Nintendo killed it. So
Yeah.
3D All
Which
Stars was also pretty fun. Because that's like the next game that we can talk about. I didn't beat any of the games on there because I just
I
like
only beat Galaxy.
cringe.
Yeah, I also beat Galaxy.
Cringe.
But also before so on that day, so I think I had college in the morning, and then I finished I came home. Obviously, I finished my lunch, and then I thought let's just go on YouTube and just see what's happening and anything. Then I saw that I should have hopped turned on. I saw like everywhere there was this like Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary direct live stream, and then I was like, wait, what? I didn't see the actual direct. I just saw everyone streaming. I was like, what is this? So the first one I saw was Nico BBQ's one. So I clicked on it,
Oh.
and then like I think when I clicked on it, they were showcasing Super Mario Bros. 35. I think it was. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So then obviously I went to Nintendo's YouTube channel and then started it from the beginning. And then like obviously this is before I met you guys in
Yep.
Switch Talk. I think I met you guys in 2021. And then so
Yeah.
obviously yeah, so I honestly, I was just like not screaming, but like I was like, so excited because honestly I saw the game watch was like, okay, that's cool, that's pretty dope. Super Mario Bros. 35, okay, that's cool. Then 3D World came, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is so cool, this is so cool. By the way, I did not have a Switch at this time, so I was like, so technically I'm getting excited for no reason, but I was like, this is my reason to get a Switch.
It was
Because literally back then, all I had was my Wii. So the game I was playing was Galaxy 2. Don't hate on me, but like I was like that back then. Like Galaxy 2 was my favorite game. So yeah, don't cringe on me, don't cringe on me. But that I was so hyped, and then when I saw I think when I first heard that first note of Super Mario 64, the da 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 da.
It's like,
And then I was like, oh, and
shit, it's
I
happening.
was like, oh, yo, it's actually happening. And then I saw it, and then so 64 came, and then Sunshine, and I was like, oh my god, this actually looks so good. And Galaxy was like, let's fucking go. I was like, that was so amazing. You can bleep that out if you want.
That's fine. It's fine.
And then I was like, yo, this is actually amazing. This is so cool. And I was like, where's Galaxy 2? Galaxy 2? Galaxy 2? My heart kind of sank when there's
Yeah.
like no Galaxy 2.
I was
Like, I was very upset about that. I was like, it was the perfect opportunity to happen. I was
Yeah.
like, because obviously, I don't think because I never played Galaxy at that point because I don't know why I started Galaxy 2 in the first place. I think it's good just because I saw Yoshi in the box art.
Oh,
So I thought
jeez.
that's probably
DLC.
the better game. And yeah, Galaxy 2 is better than Galaxy 1. But I think I was like, okay, you know, it's fine, it happened. I was like September 18th, yo, that's so close.
Was it 18th
Then
or was it the 15th? I'm pretty sure it was the 15th, right?
I think it was the 18th, if I'm not wrong.
I feel like it was the 15th.
I think it was 18th. Hang on, maybe.
Wait, what was the 18th? I can't decide.
3D All Stars. Wasn't that? Was
Wait, was that you guys?
Huh?
Yeah, it 18th. It was 18th for everyone.
Was it the 18th? Why did I think
It was the
15th?
18th, yeah.
Oh, that's right, because it was 15 days after its release. That's why I was thinking 15th for some reason.
3D All Stars. That was the 18th.
Yeah. But I was so hyped for that.
Yeah, and it's like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like.
I was like, yeah, and then it was weird because.
Huh?
You go on.
Oh, okay. It was kind of like at that time, like you said that you didn't have a Switch. It's kind of like, oh sweet, new Mario games. That's a reason to get the Switch.
Yeah.
Only for Mario.
Yeah.
And then eventually,
Yeah.
you start playing other games, and
Yeah, because obviously when I wear my Wii, because like mostly just Mario games. Like I don't have Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword or any other. Like I have some like obviously I have the Wii Sports and all that collection, but
yeah, that
mostly
game
just
was
Mario games and then stuff like that. But Yeah, and then like because my computer is it's in the living room, and then like the living room and dining room together. So then like my parents used to sitting watching TV, and I literally screamed like, oh my god, when I saw 3D All-Stars, and then like what happened? I was like, don't worry, don't worry, mom, don't worry. I think my brother was still at school, but otherwise then I as soon as he came home, I was like, yo, dude, look at this, dude. And then that was so cool. And then I think it was in like November where I think all those Black Friday sales are happening. That's when I ordered my Switch. It was like a bundle with
With
I think
Oh,
it
Mario
was
Kart 8
I got
Deluxe.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and 3D All
Yes,
Stars.
the classic Switch bundle.
And then
Every
and then those two Mario Kart wheels which I gave to my little cousins because I don't use them at all.
yeah, who
And then
uses the wheel besides the Wii wheel at
no,
this point?
Yeah.
we wheel is superior. We
For
wheel
real,
is the
the
most
little
superior.
Joy-Con
Because
wheels are kind of lame.
Yeah,
the Joy-Con wheels are a good
I find
idea,
them so weird.
but
They're weird to handle. Like when I
because
got
they're
them the
so
first time,
tiny.
Exactly.
They're tiny.
they feel like children. And then like I can't the drift button like when I press it down it doesn't even like respond. I have to press it really hard down onto it.
Hmm.
And then I got 3D World and Bowser's Fury Christmas 2021, and I
Oh
started playing
yeah,
it.
when they made
So
the review.
And then
yeah, what was you
2022,
happy?
we had the Manhunt.
Oh
And
yeah.
then the
We
amazing.
could I think we could kind of talk about the like the collabs or whatever in this as well because like it's all three of us and whatnot. So I think that'd be kind of
Yeah.
fun to do in this section as well. Jeez,
Yeah,
where
I
are we at?
think
Like 30 minutes though. So anyways, any other words on the direct or 3D All
Oh
Stars?
yeah, yeah. Just going back to what you said about limited time
Oh yeah,
releases. All right. Firstly, why?
that's what everyone was
Like
asking.
mm.
I don't know which one made less sense for Mario 35 or for 3D All Stars.
Both made no sense at all.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
was especially sad about. I think no Mario 35. I think made less sense because you literally couldn't play the game anymore after the
Yeah.
time. Whereas 3D All Stars, you still could. You just can't buy it anymore.
I
Mm.
mean, and you could buy it, you just couldn't buy it
Yeah,
from Nintendo themselves.
yeah,
But I mean, you can still through like Amazon or whatnot, but like buying it digitally, you just couldn't buy it after March 31st. And I think
yeah.
that was also the
But anyways,
same.
but who would purchase 3D All Stars digitally? Like because
Uh,
especially if it's limited release, you would need to get a physical copy because obviously the demand for that would be so much higher.
Exactly.
Imagine buying that digitally.
Crazy did it.
Is it crazy?
I got an explanation. I got an explanation. All right, all right.
You want
I
to buy
got
a
gift
big
cards
boy
on my birthday, and like I mentioned, this the direct happened 2 days after my birthday.
then.
I got gift cards, and at that point, because I have my brother has a Switch, I have a Switch, and we found out wait, if we buy games digitally, we can both play the same thing at the same time. And so we thought, hey, we'll just get this digitally. It worked. Like we could both play Mario Galaxy at the same time on our separate Switches.
Mario Galaxy.
But
Doesn't say 64, doesn't say Sunshine. Yeah, let's play Mario Galaxy at the same
yeah.
time on our Nintendo Switches.
And honestly, looking back at it, gosh, I wish I got it physical
Yeah,
because like I want to get into collecting now, and I just don't have the game.
Yeah, I would never buy games digitally because like just the idea of having the actual boxes and looking at the box art with
Yeah,
you is
It's
like
so good, yeah. It's just, but I mean, I was 13. 13-year-olds are
yeah.
dumb, so
Uh-huh.
that's my other excuse.
That's kind of why I bought 3D World or digitally was because I was like, yeah, I want to play this like as soon as it comes out. And I got 3D All Stars physically because limited time release. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this one physically. I'll get the other game digitally. And like I wasn't like super concerned to get 3D World physically at the time because that was before I was getting into game collecting, and then like 2021 happened and I got into it. But yeah, but yeah, the limited time release though, going back to that topic that we talked about like 5 minutes ago, uh, didn't like Mario Maker 1 also like lose all online capability?
Yeah,
That
also
Yeah.
online.
happened as well. Yeah.
that was so stupid. Like Nintendo, why? The limited time release, the shutting down of Mario Maker 1 servers, kind of stupid. But that's
Stupid Nintendo.
that's a whole different rant that we've already kind of talked about. But I don't think there's anything else in September um, in terms of like Smash reveals or anything in September. But when we get into October, October
Oh,
3rd,
here it comes.
2020 is a day I will never forget. I'm just gonna let you guys guess what the day was. I'm sure it's obvious to everyone.
I know what
But-
it is. I'm gonna let Ro take this one. I've heard
Okay.
the story a lot of times.
I feel like I don't know what this is, but
Just-
this wasn't Steve, was it?
This was Steve.
This was Steve, wasn't it? Yeah.
You know the story, Ro.
I have quite
Oh,
the story.
there's a story behind this?
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
There's a story behind Steve's Super Smash Bros. Reveal. For me, like, okay, so back to the Holy Trinity I talked about earlier. My three most wanted picks for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate were Sans the Skeleton from Undertale, Steve from Minecraft, and Waluigi. So after this reveal, we had all three of them in Smash. We had Waluigi as an assist trophy, we had Sans as a Mii costume, and then Steve as a fighter. So I was like, oh shit, it's happening. I have all my characters in Smash in some way or one way or another. But the reveal at the time, I was we were still virtual up until January. We were still virtual, and I was in a biology Zoom for biology class. So there was the live stream was about to happen. It was a minute till the live stream, and biology just started, so we were taking attendance and stuff. So I had for attendance and whatnot, or for that class specifically, we had to have our cameras on, and for attendance you had to say here and whatnot. So I said here, and I completely forgot to mute my mic after.
Oh, I see where it's going now. I see where it's going.
So me being the big Minecraft nerd I was at the time and still am, I was because before this too, I kind of predicted, okay, Minecraft Live is literally a couple days from now. I know, it was October 1st he was revealed. His presentation was October 3rd. So October 1st was when it happened. And I was like, October 3rd is Minecraft Live. There's a Smash reveal 2 days beforehand. This just has to be a coincidence. It's gonna be Steve. So I was deep down, I was I knew it was Steve. But the reveal happened. Mario gets absolutely destroyed, gets sent to the stratosphere.
That intro was so sweet.
It was so
Oh,
good. It was who is it gonna be? Because they were it's it could be anyone. But yeah,
I heard the spider and I was like, no, no way.
I saw the block particles. I was like, no way. And then I heard the spiders, heard the skeletons, heard the Endermen, and not oh, no fucking way. I was over here just on the edge of my seat, no way. And then Steve mines in, and his intro just it's just, and I just go I am so happy at this time. I'm just let's fucking go. And at this time, mind you, my mic was still unmuted. So my whole biology class heard me say, let's fucking go. And my biology teacher just kind of goes let's mute our mic. And I was like, oh shit. So I mute my mic and I turn off my camera. I didn't care anymore. I was just enjoying the moment. I was enjoying the music. I was like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And
music was beautiful. The music
was so
It
good.
was.
But the fact that they used the calmest song from Minecraft Dungeons, but they couldn't use a Minecraft song because they said it was too peaceful.
I mean, normal Minecraft music is 10,000 times more peaceful than the most peaceful song.
No.
From Dungeons.
No.
Yeah.
You'd have to listen. You'd have to listen to the song. It's so peaceful.
It's called Holland. Yeah, it's so peaceful, but it's. I mean, in regular Minecraft, you got stuff like wet hands. You cannot play that during a Smash fight.
You can give it a remix.
Yeah, I mean, I do see. I haven't heard the original Holland and Delano songs, but I've heard Wet Hands, and then that can be remixed easily quite well.
Sweden would have been such a good song to get a remix in Smash Bros. That's what I was really hoping for when the Sakurai presentation happened. Was that we would see a Sweden remix, but it didn't happen. But there was the Legacy Console Edition Battle Mode songs in there, which was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool nod. And I just think in terms of having ults and stuff, I think Steve has the best. He's got Steve, Alex, Enderman, and Zombie. Enderman is such a weird addition, but I love it.
Enderman's looks so cursed though
It's
because
so cursed, but it's funny. And like the Mii costumes are like perfect too. And like the next year after that, during my birthday, me and some friends like we created the dream team in Super Smash Bros. And had them fight Ridley as if he were the Ender Dragon.
wait, how did you create the dream team in Smash Bros?
With the Mii's.
Alright.
Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we created
You
cursed
just
Mii's
tried.
of each of them, and it was so stupid, but it was funny. But anyways, that weekend though, like October 3rd was like the best day ever. Off topic from Nintendo, but uh, the fact that the K's and Cliffs update was announced, underwhelming now, but at the time it was
So
like
no, when I was watching it, I found it so disappointing. The reveal. Not even gonna lie.
for what K's and Cliffs.
The Caves Eclipse. Yeah, I was
There's
watching Minecraft Live, and I was so disappointed.
Nah, I was happy though because I was like, oh shit, we're getting 3 biomes, we're getting a whole new like system, we're getting like mountains and it's just like so much. It was like insane to me because like I was like I wanted a cave update for years at that time, so finally getting it was so cool. But that's besides the point. Steve was and still is my favorite memory of Smash Bros. Reveals to this day.
Yeah, I think that moment for everybody was probably the best Smash moment. That was
Yeah,
I mean,
one hundred
Twitter
percent.
literally broke after Steve was announced.
yeah.
Like, Twitter went down. That tells you how powerful Minecraft Steve is.
Wait, Twitter actually went down?
Yeah, Twitter went like crashed for a bit because of like because of like the amount of people spamming Steve. It was
Oh
so
wow.
funny. I was like, wow, this happened. That's insane. But next up, I think is Pikmin. We already talked about Pikmin. Never mind. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say like in terms of like games, it was Pikmin. But no,
Oh,
actually,
we
it's
already
Hyrule
talked about.
Warriors: Age of Calamity. I never touched that game. I don't think the section's gonna be that long. I don't
Right.
think any of us have played it.
I don't think I have it.
Oh, you
I've
haven't?
beaten it. I didn't get it. I got it in 2021, but it's still a 2020 game, so
Yeah,
I'll talk about it still.
yeah.
I love the game.
You loved it.
Um, I loved it. The story was beautiful. I loved it. The combat just felt so good. I loved everything in the game personally. Me and my brother, we did the latter half of the missions together. It was such a fun co-op moment during that summer. I just had such a blast with the game. It was so fun. It's one of my favorite games ever. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
It's one of your favorite. So for me, I don't know. Like at the time, I never played Breath of the Wild. I didn't play Breath of the Wild much until this year or until last year. That's when I actually started playing through the game. So like I had like very little interest in it because I was like, okay, that's cool. It's kind of like part of a trilogy of what would be Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Age of Calamity.
Yeah,
But like I don't know, the gameplay just didn't like look appealing to me. Like the whole like uh being a like what kind of genre would you
hack and
describe
slash.
it? Yeah, hack and slash kind of game didn't really interest me, which we'll get into like another one later on because there is another one that came out after Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which actually released that this next one released in 2022. I'm sure you
Yeah,
guys
I
have.
didn't like that next one.
Yeah,
I tried the demo for it.
we'll talk about that one when we get there. But
Yeah.
just like I just had no like desire, I guess, to play Age of Calamity. I was like, I'll maybe pick this up. It looks cool. It doesn't look like a bad game, but it just
I mean,
wasn't like
I haven't played it because I haven't played it. But is that because if I'm not wrong, that's connected to the story, isn't it, of Breath
it
of the
was
Wild?
like a
It's not
hundred
connected.
years. It was
It's
like
not connected actually.
it's not connected, but
Okay, it seems like it's connected, but there's well, it's Zelda, so of course they have it's a timeline split. It takes place. It's not canon to the Zelda timeline
uh,
because it features something which I won't spoil
all
if
right,
in case you do want to get into the game, Chris,
all
and
right.
you as well, Ro. But yeah,
Mhm.
But I know it takes like place during the time like a
it does.
hundred
Yeah,
years in the past, so it like somewhat I think connects, but not exactly.
not exactly.
Okay. But other than that, I think for 2020, the last thing, or I guess the last two things are, well, the Game Awards 2020 was Sephiroth's reveal. At this time, Nintendo was in some very controversial state. There was the Big House tournament getting canceled, a Splatoon 2 tournament getting canceled because people like had free Melee, free Smash as their names, and then the Edicons, I think is what they were called. Those were like in memory of Etika. They're like making like I don't remember what they were like plates or whatnot. I think Nintendo like made them shut that down, for no reason, but Nintendo did that. So they were kind of like, yeah, we're kind of fucked right now. The fan base hates us. We got to do something to make everyone like like us again. So they turned to their good boy Sakurai, and they were just like, Sakurai, release a Smash character. We need you right now. So then he reveals Sephiroth during the Game Awards 2020. I like the character. I think Sephiroth is a pretty cool addition. I like that there was finally a villain and not just like protagonist. But just the way that they like the timing of it all and stuff was kind of scummy from Nintendo. Like they were like going through so much controversy at the time that like I just couldn't be like excited for Sephiroth. Like if I'm being honest. But I don't know. Did you guys watch the Game Awards? Probably not. Because
I've never watched the Game Awards. I don't think I ever will.
Good. It's such a
I don't think I don't think I saw that one. I mean, I watched like I don't because usually when I watch the Game Awards, usually they're like at 2 or 3 a.m. at my time.
Yeah.
So I've never really seen. I think I've only seen the latest one, which had the Mario movie clip in it, because I was working on an assignment which I finished, and I thought, well, I'm awake, might as well just watch the Game Awards, and then that's when I watched the that Mario clip.
We'll talk about a great moment from the Game Awards 2020. Yeah. And when we
later now.
But
we're still in 2020. Jeez.
Yeah, I think 2021 should go by pretty quick. Yeah, we're already at like 53 minutes. That's crazy. But yeah, the Game Awards was a snooze-a-thon besides Sephiroth, and even then I can be excited. But besides that, and Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcases of 2020, those are horrible.
I don't remember anything about them.
Exactly.
Like,
the only thing I remember was
Among Us.
No, that was an indie showcase.
Was it indie showcase?
I think. I don't even think we should talk about those. I don't remember like any of the dates or whenever for them. But there was like 4 months in a row that we were getting direct rumors, but they ended up being partner showcases. Because it was June, July, and August, and then October. The October one was more well received because there was actually Nintendo content showing off with the Mario movie and stuff. Or the Mario Direct, not movie, the Mario Direct and whatnot. But the other 3 during the summer were just there was one that was just full of rhythm games. There was one that had random garbage, and then Shin Megami Tensei, and then some random WWE fighting game. And I don't even remember the third one. That one was just so forgettable. But I mentioned this in my direct, because I made a RAM video back in 2020 about this. So I mentioned this in there. What I think Nintendo should have done at that time was they should have had their directs and then had the partner showcases released the next day or the same day as kind of give people a way if they want to watch third party stuff, and then have their mainline first party stuff in a normal direct with some of the bigger third party stuff.
Yeah, that would have been better.
That would have been made them more well received, and we'll get into another partner showcase later on because there is another one in 2022. But the way that they handled them in 2020 was awful. With that being said, though, 2021, we start the year off with a banger with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Great game.
Yep.
Bowser's
Fury.
Game. I really enjoyed that one.
I love that.
That was awesome.
It was such a good side mode, and it gets me excited for what the future of 3D Mario will be, or just Mario in general. I think they're going to be going for a more open world type game for the next 3D Mario. I talked about this in my latest video, but I definitely think that's going to be what they do. They'll take inspiration from Bowser's Fury and make a whole open world Mario game, which I think will be a lot of fun.
I did make a video about that back in April of last year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was April, I think.
Oh, that's a long time ago. But,
yeah, I'd say again as well that obviously Bowser's Fury was a really cool game. I think the only obviously downside that it was a side mode, so obviously the whole thing was much smaller. But if it was a full game, so maybe the next Mario 3D Mario would be fully open world, and proper sandbox style. Not like Odyssey
That's
where you go different kingdoms, but like everything in one.
yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
And like on the topic of Odyssey, like just another side rant real quick. People think that Odyssey 2 is gonna happen this year, or like that's gonna be the next 3D Mario game. I just think too much time has passed since Odyssey for that to happen.
Mm.
Because like at this,
I personally think that I do agree with you. I think it's time for. I mean, I obviously some people do like hyping up for Odyssey 2, but I think it probably just another different maybe a new 3D Mario. Even though like in my opinion, it probably would seem weird to have two different 3D Marios on the same system because obviously the Wii had Galaxy and Galaxy 2. When also usually every system has like a new 3D Mario. Um, but obviously in the case of the Wii, it was Galaxy 1 and 2.
yeah,
So logically, I think people are going based on that logic, saying, okay, so if there was to be another 3D Mario on the Switch, it would be Odyssey 2. But then obviously, I want to support that idea. But again, like you said, Chris, that a lot of time has passed. I think it's been what
5 years,
almost
almost
6 years,
6 years. Yeah,
almost 6 years now since Odyssey, which is crazy.
That is
And then
crazy.
but then obviously, I think I think it's people just trying to like finding it hard to believe that on the same
but they
system
get
would
them
be a
both.
different 3D Mario.
Yeah, and like so, my theory. We're just gonna like kind of wrap this up quick so that we can move on. But my theory for when it comes to 3D Mario is they're not gonna release the next 3D Mario. It'll be like a cross-platform release with the next like Nintendo console, but it's gonna be a launch title for that console. It's gonna be
Just
an
like Breath of the Wild.
yeah, yeah. Just like Breath of the Wild was for the Switch, I think since Tears of the Kingdom is releasing for the Switch, I think that the I definitely think it's possible for a Nintendo console to release this holiday, or not Nintendo Mario game to release this holiday. But I feel like that if it does happen, it'll also be like there'll be like an enhanced version with like added content that will like launch with the next system if they do that.
Yeah,
Like
that
a
makes sense.
like a cross-platform release for the system. But what's next? The Pokemon Day Direct, Brilliant Diamond,
Oh,
Shining Pearl,
Pokemon.
and Pokemon Legends
Legends
Arceus.
All right.
Those were all
So,
revealed during the Pokemon Day Direct in 2021. I'm pretty sure.
oh man, I remember that.
Yeah,
Um,
it was hype, but then
it
like
was so high. Oh yeah, fun fact, just a funny story here. In the comment, I was in the premiere, and in the live chat, I saw some right name. The game's names are going to be Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and it was like a few minutes before the direct. I was with my friend, and I was like, "Hey, this guy has no idea what he's talking about."
that's funny. But then he ended up
Yeah,
being right, which is
yeah,
hilarious. But like I'm not really much to talk. I'm not really much of one to talk about Pokemon much because I haven't. I played most of Sword and Shield. I just couldn't beat the game because I just got bored of it. The story kind of sucked. But Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, underwhelming for remakes. Like
I hate BDSP.
like if you take like ORAS, those were such good remakes. But then like you get to what's it called? Frickin' BDSP, and they just screwed up with that one. Like the art style is kind of ugly in my opinion. It reminds me of like Wake's Awakening, like that remake, but it's just worse. And then like they just didn't add anything to the game. They literally just copy and pasted the game with 3D models into and like better graphics, and that's it. I just
Yeah.
I just yeah, that game kind of sucked. We'll talk about Pokemon Legends Arceus later, because that is a game that comes out later on.
Yeah,
Uh,
and BDSP we also talk about later.
no, we
We
already.
maybe.
I think we already talked about BDSP enough.
All right, yeah.
Unless you have any
I could
final,
just rant on it forever,
unless
but
you do you
the
have
main
any
things, because yeah,
do you have any final
the
thoughts?
yes, actually, I'll just mention something real quick. The difficulty progression is so bad in the game. I don't know. Have you played it, Chris?
I played a little bit of it. I
All
just
right.
couldn't get myself to
So
actually beat it.
it's so easy. The first eight gyms, they're easy. They're relatively easy.
Mm-hmm.
The Elite Four it's a nice challenge. It's a bit difficult, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the champion Cynthia, which is so damn difficult. It would have been
Diff-
easier if there was a better difficulty progression. And I wasted somewhere between 6 to 8 hours of my life on the boss fight, and it's still uncompleted, and I'm not gonna bother doing it.
I wouldn't, honestly. I heard that boss fight is so hard. Even in the original Diamond and Pearl, I heard it was pretty hard.
In the original Diamond Pearl, it is hard, but at least there's an actual difficulty progression, so
Yeah.
that you can expect something like that.
With the Switch, since there's more casual players playing the Switch or playing these games, because it is a remake, they wanted to make it more, casual. So they decided to
Yeah.
ramp down the difficulty a bit, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, this final boss, fuck you, all the difficulties coming back." And it's like, seriously, Nintendo, seriously, Game Freak. It was like they could have like at least made the difficulty, like kind of progress as the story goes. But they didn't. But,
they really didn't.
What's next for 2021?
I actually. Wait, what did we get?
Is it Mario Golf, or was there another game in there?
Mario Golf was May, I think.
No, that was June.
I'm pretty sure it was June.
June.
Yeah.
It's June.
The February Direct. Was there a Direct? No, there wasn't a Direct.
There was a Direct. The Direct.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What was it?
It was one which had WarioWare and Skyward Sword HD.
Wait, no, that was E3.
No, that was E3. Skyward Sword HD.
Skyward Sword HD. That's right. That was revealed in the
No, it wasn't Get Together. I thought Get Together was
That was E3.
That was E3.
What was in that February Direct? I cannot remember to save my life.
Wait. In the February Direct, I remember there was Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3 got revealed.
Was it really that far or like that early?
Yeah.
I thought that was E3.
No, that was February Direct. We also got Skyward HD in that Direct.
Okay, yeah. So there's those two games. We'll talk about Skyward Sword.
And I'm pretty sure Apex got Apex and Fall Guys. Fall Guys, which released a long time later.
No, I'm pretty sure Fall Guys was announced in 2020 for the Switch.
No. That was announced in that 2021 Direct, and so was Splatoon 3 was announced, and
as well.
Mario Golf, Miitopia,
I forgot that game exists for the Switch.
and then the expansion pass is for
Age of Calamity.
Age of Calamity.
I remember that because I did some research for my last video about Age of Calamity DLC, and that was announced in that time. But yeah, Skyward Sword HD, Miitopia. I don't think any of us have played Miitopia, have we?
Hello.
I tried the demo for Miitopia.
Okay, so we'll talk about that one quick because I know that if we don't talk about it now, we're gonna forget about it later.
Yeah.
But I never played Miitopia. What did you think of the demo? If you want to just kind of give a quick opinion.
The only fun thing about Miitopia in the demo was that since it was memes, you could make your own character. So I had Dream, the mighty warrior, versus the evil Squidward.
Oh my god! So did you enjoy the demo, or was it just kind of?
Yeah, it was boring. The combat just so bland and boring.
I'm sure there's people that enjoyed it. Nice message up there, Ro.
Wait, Ro?
Oh,
Ro died.
He died. Anyways, okay, he's back.
Hello?
What was that all about?
You guys there?
Yeah,
we're here.
The technical difficulties when recording. Let's go.
I literally just saying to you guys what happened in that February 2021 Direct, and then no one responded, so I checked, and then everyone was frozen. I was like, hello?
Oh.
I don't know. Was it? I think it was my Wi-Fi. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, we were just talking about Miitopia and stuff.
Yeah.
But so Pyra Mithra were also revealed.
Yeah.
I forgot that those two were revealed in that Direct. Personally,
okay, that's
fun
how that opened.
I know you don't care much for JRPGs, bro. But personally, I like how they play. They have fun moves. But that's like everyone, like they're just like the go-to for people that have DLC. Like I
don't like Pyra Mithra's characters. They're so spammy and annoying to fight against.
I'm just like decent with them though. Like when I played with them online, I was like, I'm actually kind of popping off, and I suck at Smash. So like when I played them, I did decent, but I don't like they're not my favorite Smash character. They're just kind of my go-to if I want to play Smash, because I just find them fun for some reason. Not even like the spammy part. They're just they kind of are fun to me. which is kind of a hot take. People say they're boring, but they're fun to me. But other than that, let's talk about Skyward Sword real quick. Just get that out of the way.
All right.
It was nice that they got rid of the required motion controls, but other than that, the game kind of plays the same, and it's just in HD. So I don't know.
They had a lot of quality of life improvements.
Yeah, there's also
I don't know if you guys noticed, but the UI of HD is a lot smaller. Like if you guys might want to just check on Google, the UI of the Wii version is so big and in your face. It's so
annoying.
Ugly. Everything's so massive in the menus and stuff, and they made it nice. And this was better in HD.
Yeah.
Also, the ability to, I'm pretty sure you couldn't save anywhere, but there was. Wait, I'm pretty sure there was something out there with saving.
Like you can save on the spot or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's something, right?
That I don't remember if that was an addition or not, but if it was, that's a great change because I wouldn't understand why Skyward Sword didn't have that to begin with. But overall, at the end of the day, though, it's just kind of Skyward Sword, just with quality of life improvements, not required motion controls, and in HD. So it wasn't as big of a remake or an HD remaster as Twilight Princess or Wind Waker were, but it was still great. I still think it was a welcome game in 2021. But
I liked it, yeah.
Up next is Mario Golf.
One of the best decisions in my life was not getting the game.
Yeah, I didn't get the game either. But
neither did I.
The fact that it was another unfinished Mario sports game, it actually started the trend of unfinished Mario sports games because at least
Tennis Aces?
Tennis Aces always had decent amount of content at launch. This game had nothing. The story mode was horrible. I heard that story mode was just not good. It was boring.
It was an RPG, wasn't it?
It was an RPG.
I heard it was kind of like.
I understand why would you in a sports game? What's the purpose of a story mode being an RPG?
Exactly.
I guess if I'm not wrong, wasn't it? I think it was one of the GBA.
GBA Mario Golf. Actually,
I was an RPG thing, wasn't it? I think.
Kinda, yeah. And
it was GBA Mario Golf. I'm pretty sure. Or was it Game Boy Mario Golf?
I think it was
one of those.
It was one of those.
Yeah, GBA.
Yeah.
But, at least this roster was somewhat kind of complete at launch. They added characters and added different maps later on. But
didn't I thought they added one map. I remember them adding one map, and that was that's the only one I remembered. I don't think I remember any other one they added.
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest. But at least that game came kind of finished, and I'm sure you could have some fun with it. But it was just. It was just
at
least
it's better than another sports type, which we will get to talk to in a bit.
Oh yeah, I have a bunch to say about those ones. But that being said, E3 came around, and
E3 was also the birth of the NintendRo channel.
Same for the Crazytendo channel.
You guys started YouTube a year later than I did, huh? I forgot about that. But honestly, that presentation was pretty good. I think we got a trailer for the sequel to Breath of the Wild, right? That's what it was called at the time. I think we got a trailer for that. That was the last announcement.
Yeah, it was the I think we got another trailer for
what?
We also got Mario Party Superstars as well.
Mario Party Superstars was it?
We got Mario Party Superstars,
WarioWare Get Together,
and
then Kazuya for Smash.
There was that.
Bro, your mic is bugging.
Yeah, you're wrong.
My Wi-Fi's getting really shitty, isn't it?
Oh jeez.
This is the issue of having a public Wi-Fi at uni.
Oh, yeah. But what were you saying though before your mic just bugged out there?
No, I was just saying that obviously we got Mario Party Superstars, Kazuya happened, the Advance Wars game, which is still not released yet.
I think
and then obviously the Wild 2 trailer, and that's about it really.
For notable stuff.
Mario Party Superstars was the main one for me at least.
Yeah, for me it was definitely Mario Party.
For me, Metroid Dread.
Metroid Dread. That's right. That was also revealed there. That was such.
Was that revealed? Wasn't that revealed in?
No,
Was
that
that
was
revealed?
that was
That was
E3.
E3, yeah.
Oh, that was E3. Oh yes, of course. How can we
Ah,
forget?
that was
We
such
love
a good
Metroid.
game. Like I have the
Metroid. Yeah, that was my first Metroid game I've actually played. I don't own the game, but I've tried the demo, and that is
so
actually pretty.
good.
It's really good. It's really
Like
good. Like I'll say, like you can actually feel the threat of the Emmys,
yeah,
Yeah.
like in the presence of it.
Oh, and
It's really
because I'm an anime fan, in Nintendo's promotion for the game, one of their tweets, they made a reference to JoJo, which I liked. It was
ah,
very funny.
that's right. I remember that tweet. But what yeah, for that direct though, I definitely think what's it called? Metroid Dread and Mario Party were my highlights. Like I was like, dang, a Metroid game, because like this was a game. Metroid Dread was a little bit of a history lesson here. It was a game that was supposed to come out, I think, for the DS
yeah.
in 19 years.
Yeah.
Like it was a rumored
Because
game, like called Metroid Dread,
yeah,
and then they just stopped development for it, and then now it came to the Switch, and it was just like, huh, that's a nice
like
throwback to the back or to the past.
you see people getting hyped for it, but if you want to see someone who was really really happy for it, just watch Arlo's reaction.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I watched the reaction. I was like, oh my god, that is actually a true Metroid fan right there.
And like the fact that like they revived Metroid 2 was like also great because Metroid was kind of like dead because Metroid Prime 4 wasn't releasing for who knows how long. And then
And I think that was the latest 2D Metroid in
yeah,
like so many years since
yeah, it was like
GBA, wasn't it?
yeah, it was like the last new or the like latest new like Metroid 2D game because there was like a plenty of remakes since, but like Samus Returns and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
there just wasn't many like original ones.
it's
So
so big
Metroid
deal.
fans definitely slept well after that direct. They definitely had a nice meal with that one because it was a
they
good
love
game
that.
altogether too. Like I think it was the best like made Nintendo game for that year was that one.
And it also got
Mario Party.
nominated for Game of the Year, wasn't it?
I think so actually.
I think
It
it lost
was.
out to it did lose out. I remember
Yeah,
it lost
lost
out,
like
but
Ghost of Tsushima or something. I think. Unless that was 20. I don't even remember about like 2021's
mm.
Game Awards that well. It was such a snooze-a-thon. That's for
Oh,
sure.
and also after Metro Dread, we also had Sparks of Hope, wasn't it?
Sparks of Hope was revealed in.
Was
That's
that not
right.
the
It was
E3?
announced in 2021 as well. It was during the Ubisoft presentation, and it
Yeah.
was leaked the day before too, which I thought was really funny. We'll talk about Sparks of Hope in 2021. But Mario Party Superstars, great game. What the top 100 should have been. Back on the 3DS, like that was like the better version of top 100.
I just bought that game yesterday.
Oh, Superstars, that's
It,
right. You just
yeah,
you did.
it was on sale, so I got it.
That's
Hope
based.
for some banger Nintendo content.
Hey, we can't leak stuff yet, but I will say the next Nintendo video will be quite a party.
Yeah, it really will.
But uh, yeah, I enjoyed the game, but they just like completely like missed out on DLC for it. Like
Yeah, I personally thought like
I
obviously
definitely thought
rather than wasting your DLC, skills or skill set on like unfinished sports games,
yeah, but you can't do this for Mario Party.
just throw it out on Mario Party Superstars, which fans would actually get happy for. Because like I was hoping to see something like Western Land for like Mario Party
Yeah,
2 or some other,
that was
Or
like my
Koopa's
or
Tycoon
maybe
favorite.
some
from
more
Mario
Mario
Party
Party
8.
8 mini games. Because their ratios of mini
It's
games
like
from all
way
the games
off.
was very off. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like Mario Party 8 only had like what 5 mini games, and everyone else had like 10 or something.
and also all the boards of the game are for the
For the
N64 era,
yeah,
right?
they should have like had like a DLC like that you could buy or something, and like
Yeah,
similar to the Mario
Yeah,
Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. If someone has that, you could play on those boards, and like make it so that like you could play like on like add GameCube maps and maybe even like Mario Party 8 maps because that was before the time of
yeah.
and heck add like Mario Party
Koopa's Tycoon Town, the best Mario Party map.
exactly.
yeah,
That one's so good.
for
But like
real.
heck, even add like maybe some like mini games from the DS and 3DS games as well, like as DLC. That would be cool. Or like maps from Mario Party DS. That was such a good game, like underrated game.
Yeah, I know the DS Mario Fighter, so I can't say much about it. But
I
yeah,
I played that to death as a child. It was so good. I would have loved to see like boards or even like mini games from that game. Like there were some really good mini games in there. We'll talk about that on a different time. Maybe we can make a whole like Mario Party like thingy for this.
Yeah, maybe we could.
But
that'd be cool. Yeah.
we're like really far into time right now. So what else was there? There was WarioWare Get It Together. That game looked
Yeah.
hype, but like I didn't have anyone to play with, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna skip out on this one. So I didn't get that game. Did either of you play it or any of the demos or whatever?
No, I've tried the demo. The demo, I like the demo, but I guess it
Just
could have
not
been a bit better.
worth the
But
60
like
bucks.
I'm just not interested in it really.
Yeah, it's
Again,
like
it was my first. It was my first. No, I tried WarioWare Gold before I tried WarioWare.
mhm.
I
I tried the demo for Gold on the 3DS. And it was alright, but it's not like wow.
Like wow, it changed my
oh
life. 10 out of 10.
yeah.
Yeah, it was not a masterpiece. Wasn't too good enough to be a
Like
masterpiece.
I got the demo for Get It Together when I remember I downloaded it from my school iPad when I was at school, so it'd be done when I got home because I'd been wanting to see what's this game like. I'd never played WarioWare before. I liked it, so I pre-ordered the game then. Then me and my brother we beat it the weekend it came out. It took us just like 4 hours.
Hmm.
It was a short game, but it was really fun. We had fun moments playing
I
it.
know like that the micro games are a lot of fun, but I just like don't see myself playing those games unless I'm like playing with them with someone. That's gonna like be
It's
the
good, but I mean, yeah, it was less than the average Nintendo game, but it was $50. But I mean, that's still a bit much for what the game is.
yeah, and, like I was thinking like 30, 40 bucks would be like a fair price for what the game offers,
Yeah,
but it is what it is. It is Nintendo after all. They are greedy, to say the least.
yeah.
But other than that, was there any other stuff that was revealed or like showing off Nintendo
I
wise?
mean, Kazuya was there.
Yeah, Kazuya. We talked about Kazuya. No, we haven't talked about Kazuya. Uh, I don't know. I was never a Tekken fan, so it's just kind of another.
That was a
It was
Yeah, I was.
Kazuya. He's really difficult to play, but
yeah.
there's just the
He has so many moves.
A combo,
Yeah,
which is very effective.
especially if you're playing against someone that doesn't know how to like shield or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
the A combo is great. But I don't know. He's just kind of another character for me. He's cool enough. He's a great. I think he's a welcome addition. But like for me, he just wasn't it. He just wasn't my like fighter. I would be like, yeah, I'm happy he's in Smash. He's just kind of there.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yeah. Though like I thought that his reveal was kind of funny when he threw Kirby off the cliff and
Yeah,
Kirby just flies
and then
off.
Kirby came back
That
up.
was funny.
Yeah.
I hate Kazuya for that. Like my guy tried to murder Kirby.
Yeah, but Kirby can't die. Sakurai can't let his
Yeah.
child die.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
But I was glad that like Marth got killed because there again, Fire Emblem died again.
Fire
Yeah.
Emblem.
Well, it was already
Toss it into the fires of hell.
Yeah, I
Never,
think that
never
like
see the light of dawn again.
I think that his like trailer looked kind of cool, like the art style and whatnot. I liked it, but it just was he was just kind of another character for me.
Yeah.
But I think there was a September direct. I don't remember anything that was
Yeah, there
out
was.
there.
I think it was Bayonetta. Bayonetta was shown.
Bayonetta 3.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby and the Forgotten Land
That's
was
right.
shown
That
off
was
there.
showing off there. We'll talk about that game later. I'm gonna have quite a bit to say about that because I love that game. But,
Yeah, same.
but like other than that, I don't think there was
Portal
really
was revealed.
Portal for the
Portal was
Switch.
revealed.
I think no, Portal was the February 2022 direct.
Wait,
So-
really?
Am
Oh
I
yeah,
bad.
yeah, that was my bad.
Okay,
Uh,
so yeah, but other than that, oh yeah,
We got-
Sakurai announces the final DLC would be revealed on October 6th, I think it was.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I have
It was the
another.
6th. I remember because that's my brother's birthday, so I remember that.
I do have another not as interesting story, but I have another story
Oh,
for that
wait.
review.
Wait. So going back to the direct. I just remembered. We got the expansion pass revealed. The Switch Online
Oh,
expansion
that's
pass.
right. And then like
Ah.
Animal Crossing was like they said they were gonna be an Animal Crossing direct, and I was like, okay, that's cool. whatever. I didn't think too much of it, but then that started
Yeah.
controversy when that came out. With
Wait,
the
wasn't this the September direct?
yes, this is the September direct. The expansion
Yeah.
pass was revealed. Smash deal or the last Smash DLC was gonna be
The
showing off
the
later.
Mario movie announcement
Mario
poster
movie announcement. The
and the
cast
Oh,
was
epic
so
cast.
funny.
Chris Pratt
Chris
Mario,
Pratt as
Jack
Mario.
Black Bowser.
That I like. We'll talk about the Mario movie a little bit later, but like Jack Black as Bowser was such a perfect one. I swear.
Yeah.
Like they were just like meant to be like put together like cast wise.
Mm.
But yeah. Other than that though, I don't think there was much else besides Bayonetta 3, uh, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Smash DLC, and then the expansion pass, which oh that caused controversy for Nintendo.
Oh, that was yeah.
So we'll talk about the Animal Crossing direct real quick. I didn't watch it. I didn't care for it, but the expansion pass they showed that off at the end, and
They
they were
showed the
like
price.
$60 a
Mm.
year or 50 bucks a year for 30-year-old games, and you can get Animal Crossing DLC for free. As long as you have
Okay,
the
so
subscription.
here's my take on it. So obviously when it was first revealed, I was like, wow, okay, first, wow, this is so cool. But we're actually getting more. Then I said, oh, it's an expansion. It costs, and like the price of it was insane. I was like,
Mhm.
who are gonna pay 60 quid a year for this? And then also they said obviously the Animal Crossing, that Happy Home
Mhm.
Designer or Happy Island, whatever thing
I think it was
that is
Happy
included as
Island.
it. And then obviously the direct afterwards was the February one where we got the booster course pass added to the
Yeah.
expansion, and then obviously the old DLC of Octo expansion for Splatoon 2. So then obviously that I think, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's starting to get its worth together.
Yeah, a
I
little
think
bit,
it's
but
start,
it
but
still needs a little bit more.
it's still a bit more pricey. But I think it's maybe if you add both the Fighters Pass and maybe some other DLCs,
I think
and
what
maybe game. I say if Nintendo is stupid enough to make, oh, here's the Ultra Expansion Pass for GameCube and DS games.
Yeah,
nah,
no,
it'd be
no.
GameCube and like
Only
Sega,
only
like
90 quid a
Saturn.
year.
It'd be GameCube and Sega Saturn at that point.
I'm still so surprised that there's a Nintendo like officially made by Nintendo Sega controller, a Sega Genesis controller made by Nintendo. Just
That's so
take
weird.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that like over the year, the last year, it definitely started getting its like price a little bit, but it's still missing some things. I think when Splatoon
yeah,
3's DLC comes out, that's gonna be a part of it. Because Splatoon 2's Octo expansion is a part of it. So I think it makes sense that they
yeah,
would add Splatoon 3's DLC as well. But overall, I just think like the price was kind of ridiculous for at the time just Animal Crossing DLC
yeah.
and
Yeah, I definitely agree.
like 30-year-old games. It was like, yeah, 30 more bucks. Here you go. It's like seriously. And there wasn't much at launch either. I mean, now the library's bigger, but you know,
You both had the expansion, don't you?
I have
I have it.
I have the expansion unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I would say because I'm with my friend on like family pack. So then he was considering it. He wasn't getting it at first, but he thought, okay, maybe if because it's all five like friends of us, he was like, okay, if we all split it evenly, it works out better. So we just paid like 12 quid a year to him. Then he just does it as a group of us.
So
So I guess that works out
That's
better.
good. That's smart actually.
the only reason I really got it was because like I wanted to play Mario Kart 64, and my mom also wanted to like replay Mario Kart 64. So I was like, okay, whatever. It's just $50 a year, which is a lot for a Nintendo subscription for online. But I was like, you know what? I want to try Mario Kart 64 like again because I didn't play it for like years since, but then it just controls so weird without it being on the official controller. Um,
I found Mario Kart 64 to be the only game that controlled well on the
yeah,
N64 emulator.
it was still it was weird though. Like I don't know, but other than that, the only other thing I could think of for this year, or for 2021, is Sora's Super Smash Bros. Reveal.
All right, yeah. No, wait,
Oh yeah,
that was October, the 6th of
Yep,
October.
October 6th was when it was revealed, I think.
that was pretty
So
sick.
so I'm gonna just kind of give another story time here. So me and my friend, Fresh, I think he's kind of known in my community. Um, But we were just like before school, we were kind of like coming up with our plan of watching this together because it is the final Smash presentation, and we wanted to watch it together. So like we were just talking about it, and we decided that we are gonna go to the we're gonna go into a stall that's like across the school because that's like where the best reception is, and that was the only way we would be able to watch the stream because like our school blocks live streams and stuff from Nintendo because not family friendly, not no there's some swearing in Nintendo stuff or whatever, I don't know. So we went there, and that's where we were gonna watch the direct. So we were talking like as we were walking around the hallways in the morning. We were like, "There's no." So like we were like, "Who do we think it's gonna be?" And we were like, "I don't think it's gonna be Sora because like that would mean a lot of like Disney contracts and stuff, and I don't think Nintendo would go through with that." Funnily enough, we were in the stall. We were watching the presentation. Sakurai was like, "Yeah, so before we show off the character, here's the Mii costumes." And we're like, "Really, Sakurai? I have to get back to class. Hurry up, Sakurai." So we're watching that, and we didn't think Doom Guy was gonna be in. He ended up being a Mii costume, so we're like, okay, it's not Doom Guy. Who cares? We don't care much for Doom Guy, anyways. So then we got to the actual reveal. There's fire, so I was like, "There's no way it's Cinderace from Pokemon Sword Shield. There's no way it's Cinderace."
I'm still confused why people thought that.
Fire. That was the only reason why I thought so right away. But then I saw the Keyblade and I saw the Mickey Mouse logo and I was like, "It's Sora. There is no way it's Sora." And like we were both hoping it'd be like Waluigi or something. So like originally we were like,
Deep down, we all
on,
hope for that.
come on, it's Sora. Because like we weren't like too into Kingdom Hearts and stuff. But now that I look at it, Sora was a great way to end off.
It was, yeah.
It was just like it made the most sense. Like Waluigi would have been really cool, but
Sora was a nice ending for the Smash DLC.
Sora was like the perfect ending for Smash DLC. Looking back at it.
Yeah.
So,
And also, I think when I watched that, I think I was just getting ready for work, and then I was like, okay, let's just watch the presentation. Then I was watching it, and I don't know who it was at all. Even when I saw the Keyblade, didn't know. And I saw the Mickey logo, I was like, yo, they actually did Sora. And then when I heard that Disney music, I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And it was pretty cool how when they said that this Sora won the
ballot,
that
and it wasn't
that
Bayonetta.
ballot, yeah.
It was like, yeah, we kind of BS that back in Smash 4.
Yeah,
Bayonetta didn't actually.
I guess during that entire time they were trying to get all that Disney laws and whatever like copyright stuff done. I mean, obviously it is understandable that obviously they don't have obviously Donald and Goofy in the actual
yeah, it's unfortunate,
Smash,
but
like,
it is what it is.
Yeah, it makes sense as well, I guess, but
yeah, as like a business standpoint, it makes a lot of sense because like that would cost Nintendo so much money to get Donald and Goofy to just be a part of his like
Final Smash.
Or
just
doing
this Final Smash.
That would take them so much. That would give that they would have to spend so much money just to get those IPs in there, which is stupid, but whatever.
It is, yeah.
Because Disney's very, very protective of their IPs.
They love money.
Yeah. But other than that, I think that's it for 2021, right?
Yeah, I think
we talked about BDS.
Wait. No, we already mentioned it.
Yeah, we already talked about that a good amount.
There was also
Wait, we should probably talk about Metroid Dread. I mean, we didn't really talk about it before.
We talked about it a bit. We talked.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything else.
Oh, and Dr. Mario World shut down.
Mobile games, we love them. I've never played that game, so it didn't affect me at all.
Yeah, I didn't play either.
Yeah, let's bring up Dr. Mario World, but none of us played it, so. Dr. Mario is just kind of a game that exists. It's like Tetris about words.
Yeah, it is.
But on to 2022. Pokemon Legends Arceus was our start to the year, with it releasing in
January.
January, yeah. Personally, I got kind of decently far, but I enjoyed it. But I just didn't get far enough to have an official opinion on it. But like the open world was nice. It definitely was a better looking Pokemon game than the current one that we have now. I like the art style. Still lacking. Still looks like a GameCube game, but it looks better than like BDSP or Sword and Shield did. So And like it was just a breath of fresh air compared to the rest of the Pokemon series because it was different. You weren't going to 8 different gyms. You were catching Pokemon for research purposes, and I thought that was kind of cool. But other than that, did you play it, Crazy?
Legends of Arceus, yeah, I did.
What did you?
I got it was a good game. But the pacing was kind of odd. Like,
Yeah.
it was an alright game. There was the parts where you had to rank up by getting like experience points by catching Pokemon. Those were so annoying. It ruined the pacing of an otherwise pretty good game. Also, you couldn't battle online, which what? Why?
It
That made no sense.
was kind of meant to be like a single player Pokemon game, which makes sense that they didn't have like battling
I
online.
mean, they added trading. They had trading. You
Yeah.
could trade with players.
Like
So I was
battling-
confused. Why no battling?
I'm guessing it's because they wanted to push battling for BDSP. Because if people could battle on Legends Arceus, they would because that's an actual good Pokemon game.
I mean, no
BDSP
one ever switched to BDSP for battling. Everyone
Exactly.
also just stayed
They
with
wouldn't just say
Pokemon
the Sword
Sword.
and Shield.
I mean, I haven't played the Pokemon like Scarlet Violet, BDSP, or Arceus, but I've heard a lot of like mixed things about it. Mostly because like these three games have had a lot of glitches, which have like made loads of reviews on this really bad. So, what's like, is that true or?
Legends Arceus.
BDSP Legend of Arceus isn't actually that bad when it comes to glitches.
It's pretty good. I like.
It was like in
game
the first
enjoyable,
trailer.
but-
I remember in the first trailer for the
the
game.
frame rate.
The frame rate of this
Oh.
one Pokemon. But they fixed that.
Yeah,
they
they
fixed
fixed
that at least.
BDSP. I don't even know how that runs. I just know it's a bad game. It's a horrible remake.
Visually is actually good. Like, it's got polish, it has good lighting and whatnot.
Yeah,
So from
but-
visual, apart from how the models look, but the art style itself, like visuals, like lighting, graphic, shadows, textures, whatnot, it adds some good polish to it. Much better than the actual mainline games.
Yeah, but like I don't know, it just didn't feel like it was a remake. It literally felt like just a 3D or like just a 3D version of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, with the difficulty curve being totally messed up.
Oh yeah, definitely. We talked about that already, so let's not get back into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, BDSP though, or not BDSP. Legends Arceus was a good game, I think. There was some annoying things in there, and I swear it took me like an hour to just get my first Pokemon. Like with reading all the dialogue and stuff, it took so long just to get the first Pokemon.
Really?
I don't remember for sure, but it took like half an hour, like with all like reading dialogue and stuff. Because like when it comes to Pokemon games, those are like what you wanna play them for. But
Yeah.
it just took too long to get my starter Pokemon. But that's just a nitpick. The
Direct.
February Direct is our next stop, I think.
I shall now list those amazing things which happened in that direct. So, firstly, of course, the main
Fire-
highlight, the booster course pass.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought we were gonna talk about the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. That's the best highlight, the greatest start to a direct.
Oh yeah.
That's
true,
the other
true.
Warriors game we were talking about earlier. That one
Funny.
was
funny, yeah, you're funny. Shut up.
that was a game. Never touched it. I don't think any of us do, so we'll just skip
I
past
tried
that.
the demo because I liked Age of Calamity, and it doesn't even it's the combat is it's the same company, it's the same kind of game,
Yeah.
but it didn't feel the same. It felt like Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
which wasn't
Fire
good.
Mid Emblem.
Yeah,
For
Fire
real.
Emblem being the start of a direct is going to be a common trend this year, so we'll get on to that later. But
Yeah.
the fact that Fire Emblem was the first thing was like, why Fire Emblem? But then
Why
we
Fire
get the booster
Emblem?
course pass.
That was pretty sick.
Nintendo Pokemon
I
Mobile.
literally like I was like watching. I went, oh my god, this is actually happening. This is actually happening.
I
And then,
really like,
I was so hyped. And then I saw the tour tractor. Like, yo, I mean, I don't know. Like, my brain wasn't processing the fact that the graphics weren't great at the time.
wasn't until, like,
It was just the hype. Of, like, yo, this is actually real
Yeah, it's
happening.
like Coconut Mall. Nintendo
getting
with
Coconut Ball
Mall
mode by Nintendo was so funny.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
But
Yeah, but definitely the booster course pass is probably one of the highlights of that.
I don't
direct.
think any of us were expecting Mario Kart to make a comeback. especially after
No.
receiving basically nothing
For
since
years.
launch. It's a port. It's a Wii U port. It came with its DLC. Bam, nothing new. No one was really expecting anything at this
Battle
point.
mode.
Oh yeah, but the new battle mode did come at launch.
Yeah.
So yeah, but nothing new actually really happened.
It was
But
just
also then we had, yeah.
it like when they revealed when they said here's something for Mario Kart fans, everyone thought of Mario Kart 9. But then, Booster Course
I
Pass.
didn't
Yeah.
think of Mario Kart 9. I was just
I
confused.
mean, I personally think if it would have been Mario Kart 9, it would have probably been a Game Awards or E3 thing, and that too something to finish the direct off rather than being like a
Yeah.
mid
Yeah,
thing.
it was like in the middle of the direct that the Booster Course Pass was showing off.
I think it was near the end. It wasn't. I think it was like one of the second last ones. I think it
Yeah.
was.
Because like I was thinking, okay, so this isn't the last announcement, so it's gonna be Breath of the Wild 2 probably. But
No.
unfortunately, we were wrong about that. But we're not gonna get there quite yet. Nintendo Switch Sports was showing off at that direct.
Oh, what a midi!
What happened to the Mii's? What happened to the
The
Mii's?
Sports Mates.
I mean, I remember when the presenter he moved his arm in kind of a tennis motion, and the Wii Sports tennis sound played, and I was on a call with my friends. I was like, "Wait, you guys heard that, right? That was a Wii Sports tennis thing."
The
And I was
hype.
like, "Yeah, yeah."
The hype
Yeah, the
for this
hype.
game, like the hype for the game when it was like showing off, it was like Nintendo Switch Sports. Everyone was like, "Holy crap, the series is back!"
I remember exactly what I
But
did.
then like
So
reality hit, and like when the Mii's
Yeah.
were showing off like as the main characters, and then like when there was like lacking of like modes and stuff, and then Nintendo's like golf is coming in the summer. And it was like
No, it's
Yeah.
coming in autumn.
yeah,
No, it's
it's
coming in
we're
winter.
gonna have to delay it, guys.
But yeah,
Let me. I
it-
predicted that.
I remember
we
when
had,
the
we
text
had to delay the golf. The grass was not green enough.
yeah.
The grass is not grassing.
I remember when the title Nintendo Switch Sports appeared. I said, "Holy shit!" twice. And
I was
then
like
when
that,
when the menu screen appeared where we saw those other Mii's, I said it for a third time and proceeded with, "What are those? Holy shit! Holy shit!
What are
Holy shit! What are those?"
yeah. The Sports Mates, they don't look bad, but they're just not the
They
same.
look bad. I think
It's
they
just the
look
thing I
really
think
bad.
of everyone was just so used to the god himself Matt from Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Everyone was just so used to that then. But I mean, Mii's are kind of technically in there. Obviously, I was a bit upset when I saw that Mii's aren't there. Then obviously then they did that little playthrough where I saw them. Okay, Mii's are here,
Yeah,
but they're not Mii's.
Yeah, they're like the Sports Mates, but with heads on them, and can be customized. Like you can't have you can't add like cat ears to your Peter Griffin Mii or something.
Yeah.
Which makes me so sad that I can't customize my Mii more than the
Yeah.
base Mii stuff. But the game was underwhelming. I definitely think
Which
that
is gonna be a trend for that year.
Yep. On the topic of sports games, we have Mario Strikers Battle League. That is my biggest regret of a game for buying in 2022. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I think crazy. We should let Chris take this one on. So Chris, what are your thoughts on Mario Strikers Battle League football?
Oh my god. Okay, Mario Strikers Battle League. So, as viewers of June probably know, I grinded a weekend streaming 10 hours of that with my good pal Kagan. Golden man. Love the guy. He was like the only reason why I got the game. That and also because Mario Strikers was such a good game on the Wii and the GameCube. Mario Strikers Charge was amazing. Super Mario Strikers was also pretty good on the GameCube. So like the fact that like we're finally getting a game for that for the first time since the Wii was insane. And like the lackluster roster at the beginning should have kind of like noted the red flags. Like yeah, this game's gonna suck. But as soon as the game launched, it was just Mario Soccer. There's a bunch of BS with like item balancing and stuff, and Boom Boom is a horrible goalie. Do not bring back Boom Boom for the next Mario Strikers game, Nintendo. I swear if you do that, at least make him good. But he was a horrible goalie. And the game itself, it's repetitive. There's like after you play a few rounds, it's basically the same thing. Shy Guy was a cool addition, but that was like the last time I touched that game was when Shy Guy was announced, and I played like 2 rounds after that, and then The Mario Strikers League that me and Kagan had, KFC. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
RP the
I
KFC.
remember that KFC.
Mac
Kagan
That
football.
server still exists on Discord.
server still exists, but it's dead, just like the game. Macosaurus from the
But
Switch.
another stupid thing is from that is they released the demo for Mario Strikers Battle League in like November or December.
That's
After
right.
Oh,
so many months
there was
after
like
the
a free
actual.
kick. There's a free kick,
Yeah.
or like so that's what it's called before the game launched. I remember I played that in May or something.
Yeah, that was like the
Yeah.
like online playtest, which I forgot. I streamed the Nintendo Switch Sports one, even though Nintendo was like, "Don't stream this. We'll hunt you down." I streamed it.
I remember
anyways.
me, my dad, my brother. We played Wii
Chris,
Sports a lot when
you
we
might
were
look
younger.
behind you, bro.
What?
They're right there.
Huh?
Nintendo's there to take you down.
Ah, shit.
They're behind the green screen.
Nintendo.
They're behind the green screen.
But yeah. Back to the topic of Strikers Battle League. I just did not care about the game after the first wave of DLC was announced. I was like, okay, I do, and that's it. This game sucks, and I never touched it since. I was gonna get gameplay for my last video. I messaged Kagan like, "Yo, you want to play Mario Strikers Battle League? I need gameplay for a video." And he was like, "I have that deleted," and I was like, "Me too. I don't want to play this game again." It just left such a sour taste in my mouth. Like that game, it should have been better.
It's like a waste of money or just sitting on your shelf, just like Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Yeah, pretty much. At least with Pikmin 3 Deluxe, so you know it's a good game. This game just sucks. It's like the Mario Tennis Ultra Smash for the Wii U.
Ooh.
It's a bad sports game and a bad game. And that left a sour taste in my mouth. And then Xenoblade 3, I don't think any of us have played that.
Middling.
That was the end
I
of
played
that.
like an hour of it.
I heard great things about it. It was a nominee for Game of the Year. And it also has great it has a great great music, but other than that, I don't know too much about it. We could always call our good pal Agent S up, and he could probably give us a nice
Yeah.
speech about it. But I
11 out of 10, better than a masterpiece. Changed my life. Before Xenoblade 3, I was a boy. Now I'm a man.
but I don't see myself I might play it eventually. I did play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 this year on a very long road trip, but I didn't play much of it since. But we forgot about Kirby.
Oh
yes.
yeah,
Kirby
and the
Forgotten Land.
Forgotten Land.
I tried the demo for that. I never got the game, but I tried the demo, and that was a pretty cool.
It was
Again, I think that was no, it wasn't my first. It wasn't my. I tried the demos for Planet Robobot and the other 3DS demos or whatever they had,
Mhm.
and then that was pretty cool. And then Forgotten Land was pretty cool, but obviously it was the demo, so there wasn't much to it. But
Yeah.
the music was pretty good.
The music is so
What?
good. The gameplay was great. Like you'd think that they would play it safe with it being the first 3D Kirby, but they went all out with it. It was like the
It was
locales,
it was
the
beautiful.
world. It was so good. I love the game. We should probably breeze through the rest of these quick. Just because like we're reaching
What
a
are we
pretty long amount of time.
What is it right sitting right now? Oh wow.
Yeah.
We're still in 2020. We're in 2022, aren't we now?
Yeah. So Kirby was a good game though. I really enjoyed it. We forgot about Pokemon Day. Where where Scarlet and Violet were revealed. Do you want to talk about that, Crazy? You're the only one that really played it. So if you want to just kind of give your summary on it, kind of quick, or what you thought about it.
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, because I did recently just
Yeah.
put a review of it, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail here. The visuals are worse than Sword and Shield and Legends of Arceus, which was a bummer. The lighting is so bad, but the visuals don't really disturb the game that much. It's the open world concept from Legends of Arceus is taken even further because there's no hub world, everything's interconnected, and you can play through the missions. Like there's the 8 gyms like every Pokemon game, and they also had 2 other side modes. This one called Path of Legends, this other one called Starfall Street. I won't go into details of what they are. But you can just play the game how you want in whatever order you want, and that just makes it really fun. And I defend the game honestly, even though it has bad visuals. I agree on that, and it has some frame rate issues. But I love the game.
think like in a recent patch they kind of worked out the frame rate issues, but not quite.
Some of them, yeah.
Like some of the like frame drops and stuff. Like it runs better now, but it's just not quite where it should be yet. But
Yeah.
So what else do we have for 2022? Bayonetta 3, I don't think any of us played that, so we're not gonna even
Yeah, I
talk
don't
about
think
that.
I was care about that. Splatoon 3?
Splatoon 3?
Oh, Splatoon. Man, Splatoon is so good.
I feel like it was just kind of more of Splatoon 2, just better.
I mean, I don't have Splatoon 2, so for me it was a good experience, a good game. For me, it was worth the $60 because I don't have Splatoon 2.
Yeah. I have
But-
Splatoon 2, and I played like an hour of Splatoon 3. I just haven't really played it since. But the like I did play a couple rounds of the like Tricolor Splatfest like battles, and those are pretty fun. I heard that the story mode was kind of cool. But
I didn't do the story mode. I just got it because I wanted to do Tier 4, and I love Tier 4.
the gameplay is still like it's Splatoon, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just
the only shooter series I genuinely like.
But I think that's really it. Besides Bayonetta 3, which none of us played, Xenoblade
Yeah.
3, which none of us played. Well, you already
Box
talked.
of Hope, anyone?
We talked about Xenoblade already. And then
Box of Hope, Box of Hope and Kirby's Dream Buffet.
that's right, Kirby's
Dream Buffet. Dream Buffet. I need my moment here.
Alright, Kirby, take it away.
They added waffles in the game.
Yes,
Waffles are
likes
canon in the
waffles.
Nintendo universe.
it's canon.
It's canon. Kirby likes waffles became canon in that first reveal trailer. And I was just so happy.
And Master Hand being there too was kind of a cool like Easter egg as well. Master
Yeah.
Hand and Crazy Hand being like the countdown. I thought that was kind of cool. But other than that, we didn't really talk about the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass much, but I already made a review on it. I give my full thoughts.
And we made a fun video
And we
playing
made a
through all
fun
the
video
DLC
talking
tracks so
about it.
far.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But personally, I think it started kind of rough. The tracks were kind of like there was hit or misses on there.
Old circuit.
Definitely,
Goats are
the
dead.
quality
But they got
was-
better.
It was improving. The quality is improving, I
The
must
quality
say.
has improved a lot since.
Just look at Toad Circuit, and then
Look at 3DS
look at
Rainbow.
Rainbow Road. Yeah.
Yeah, literally from the same game. We got Toad Circuit, which
Mhm.
looks like a disaster of pixels, and then we got Rainbow Road, which is like the most beautiful track in the Booster Course Pass so far.
And one of the most beautiful tracks just in the game
general,
overall
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
It's crazy how far like they've gotten it. So I'm excited for the next 3 waves that are coming out this year. But other than that, I think that kind of wraps up 2022 for Nintendo. Oh
Yeah.
wait, there's 2 more directs in there that we had 3, I guess, that we should talk about.
Oh yeah,
there's-
yes, the infamous Farm Direct.
Yes,
Oh.
Farm Direct. But before we get into that, we have another partner showcase. That one was actually really good. That one had like Pac-Man World Repack. It had Persona. There's a few other games in there. Overall, it was a pretty good direct.
Bro, you wanna talk about Persona?
Um,
Like I'm so
RPG, yeah.
yeah.
Joker Honeyman. Yeah, I like Joker from the Joker movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But overall, I think that was like a pretty good direct. Over like there's a lot in there. No games I picked up, but I was happy for Persona fans that they got it on the Switch.
Yeah, same here.
Hmm.
Because I know like people like Ethan Draws or Danimal Lover that are having a fun time with the Persona games right now. With Persona 4
Yeah, they are.
just having been released.
And 3 and 4.
But yeah, other than that, I think that's kind of it for Nintendo's 2022. Besides the last direct, which was the Farm Direct, that also started with another Fire Emblem game.
now do the
Fire
thing.
Emblem at its finest. With Fire Emblem Engage. We don't care about that.
Toothpaste.
no.
Toothpaste
Toothpaste
with
with
tags.
emblems.
Toothpaste. This game is sponsored by Colgate.
But yeah, do you want to give your quick little rant about the Farm Direct, bro? Because I know you made a video.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, so aside from literally everything, farm and RPG, like everything, that's just what that entire direct was. Like, obviously, I made a video on that as well. But like, I was like so like annoyed with that direct. Like, I wasn't even bothered to write a whole script on it. I was like, just compile all that farming stuff. But I mean, we did get some good stuff out of this direct. I mean, It
Breath of
Takes
the
Two and
Wild
Tunic
2.
coming. Oh yeah, I'll get that in a bit,
The-
but I'll start with the small stuff first. So obviously, It Takes Two and Tunic coming to
Hmm.
the Switch, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Obviously, that Splatfest announcement.
Pikmin 4.
Then obviously the GoldenEye, and obviously, and then
Switch
obviously
Online.
more Mario Party Switch Online games coming.
Yes. That was
That was
like probably
pretty
the
cool.
most exciting stuff in that direct.
Yeah, and
Which
then
is-
obviously another highlight, of course, Nintendo delaying golf. That was so beautiful. I love that. The
Oh,
best part.
jeez.
Yes.
No way.
Sorry, guys.
man. Like, that was so
Unfortunately,
weird.
the guy who we hired to mow the lawn couldn't come to work today, so he had to delay it till winter. He was too.
A little bit of a side rant here. I kind of predicted that too. It's so funny because like in this
It was like imagine if they delay
in the
golf
Switch
yet
Discord
again.
server, I was just kind of clowning on Nintendo for taking 9 months to make golf, and I was like, watch in the next direct, they're gonna be like, hey guys, so Nintendo Switch Sports Golf is still coming, but we need more time to work on it. We're gonna delay it even longer.
They have to actually step outside the office and learn what grass looks like. They realize wait, we don't touch grass, guys.
But I thought it was
Speaking
funny
of
that I predicted
grass,
that.
Devs at Nintendo do their best. It's just
Speaking of Ross, we got to talk
Nintendo,
about
yeah.
Pikmin 4.
Yes.
Pikmin 4 as well.
All we've seen so far is just a teaser.
Oh,
No gameplay, nothing.
It's not even a teaser. It's a slug creature thing moving.
And then
a
Pikmin
clock?
4! Woo! But,
Mhm.
like...
And then Dreamland Deluxe, which
That's
people
right.
weren't expecting, but
Deluxe actually could be good. It's
I think that's gonna be good.
I played
It's
a
a
bit
Kirby
of it
game.
on the Wii. Yeah, it's Kirby.
Kirby.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
be
mean,
good.
I don't know. What are you guys' opinion on like the cell shading, like how all the black outlines? Because like I think it was like a 3DS game. But I was
Wait, did
thinking-
they change the visuals
Kind of.
of wait? I don't remember that. Wait. Let me.
Yeah,
let me see that.
they've all got like black outlines, like
Yeah.
different shading in it.
I think it's
Let me-
fine,
let me
but
Google
it's,
that.
it's weird, but I've gotten used to it. It's not
And
that
of course, I like for all of us, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, we finally
Yeah.
got a reveal name, or we finally got
Oh,
the title
got
name.
it.
I just googled it.
It's
I
no
love
longer
it. I
the
love this
sequel
art
to The
style
Legend of
for
Zelda
Kirby. All right,
Yeah,
just
also,
putting back to Kirby for
I
a
can't
second.
exactly say much about the game since I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. Sorry, ChrisCast listeners, I still have not gotten to
Dude, bro, that's
yeah.
actually so cringe, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, I kind of said with my friend, with my flatmate, saying that Tears of the Kingdom day one, we're gonna go to the shops and buy the game day one.
I haven't. I've had.
Look at how much it costs me buying that.
How much?
Probably only 60 quid. It's fine. I'll starve that week. It's fine. I'll starve that week. Tears of the Kingdom more
Who cares
important.
about food when you have Tears of the Kingdom?
Exactly.
I can
For
cook-
me,
I
I've had it.
cook food in the game.
What I think is funny is I've had that game and Metroid Prime 4 pre-ordered since like 2021.
Metroid Prime 4 pre-order?
Pre-ordered. How does that work?
So you just gave $60 for something that's gonna
No.
come out probably
No.
when your
So-
grandkids are
Imagine
in
the
their
time
80s.
maybe like yo guys, sorry, but
So
Metroid 4 no longer happening.
so how Amazon pre-orders work is you're not charged until it like ships to you.
Oh,
I've had it-
okay, fair point.
So I had it like pre-ordered on Amazon like physically since 2021, which I think is still really funny. But other than those and the Mario movie, which I know we're all pretty hyped about.
Oh, hell yeah.
I talked about it in my last podcast. If you guys want to just give your quick opinions on it.
I diagnosed the trailer in
Mhm.
a video on my channel.
But you guys are pretty excited for it too, like based on what we've seen. On it.
Yeah, I am.
I think it's gonna be a great movie. I think it's gonna probably be like one of the best movies this year, hopefully.
Mhm.
Illumination is where
I was seeing from all the trailers that I've been seeing, I don't think it's gonna be like Minions with like childish fart jokes and all that.
I hope not.
I
think
hope
it's gonna
not,
be
but
good
honestly, I
Illumination
think it's
movie.
gonna be a good movie. I think. I mean, obviously, yes, the downside of Chris Pratt being, Chris Pratt, but
The more you like listen to like his audio clips, though, the less like you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that bad. No, honestly.
yeah, it's
And-
it's like it's starting to grow on me now.
And like,
Hello.
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying like it's just starting to grow on me slightly.
Yeah.
Like I had to get used to it.
And like, if you watch that like clip from the movie, you can like tell that like he actually like sounds somewhat like Brooklyn like, so it's not
Yeah,
bad.
you got nothing.
Because
Yeah.
like in that clip, it sounds like that he actually like tried. It's just in the trailers, it just doesn't sound like it. I hope it's not like that in the movie, and they just like are using old audio clips or whatever for the trailers. And then in the actual movie, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, it doesn't sound that bad. But other than that, I think that's it for 2022 for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at about 2 hours, so we should probably get through these next couple segments quick. We have the for those of you that either clicked off for a bit because it's a long podcast and you want to split it up, or for those of you that forgot because it was almost 2 hours ago, we're gonna kind of just give one game from each Nintendo handheld and console that we want to see come to the Switch as a remake. So starting with the Nintendo with the NES, I think Kid Icarus would be a good one. Like I think that
On
game.
the NES.
I think
Honestly, I'd like to see Zelda,
Zelda 1.
either Zelda or Zelda 2.
Zelda 2, which one would you?
Like if that game got a, now that I think about it, if that game got a remake, they can make it good.
They could, yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
So yeah,
Like,
I see where you're coming from on that. But Kid Icarus, I think since the series is kind of dormant right now, I think like a remake of Kid Icarus for the NES would be so cool. Like a 2D platformer that like it's completely made from the ground up, and maybe has some extra content and stuff. So that's not just an NES game that looks good.
yeah.
I just think that would be like a really cool game to see. It'd be one that like you wouldn't expect because it's Kid Icarus on the NES, but I think that would be a really cool one. But yeah, what about you, Ro? What's a game you'd like to see remade on the NES?
I mean, I guess I probably have to agree with Kirby on this one, where it's like, but maybe not Zelda 2, because Zelda 2 is like trash.
Is it
But
like Zelda 1?
yeah, definitely. I think Zelda 1, maybe like a remake of the style. I want to say in the style of Link's Awakening, but like that it would be pretty cool to see that. But I don't think they'll go that route. But they'll definitely do a remake of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think as like the Zelda remakes would also be kind of cool. Next the Super Nintendo. Super Mario RPG. I would love to see get a remake. Like
For maybe Super Metroid.
hasn't it already gotten a remake or no?
No.
No.
No, I thought I had no.
No, it hasn't. Samus Returns is a remake of Return
Metroid
of Samus, and Metroid Zero Mission is a remake of the first one. But so far, there isn't any remake of Super Metroid.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think Super Mario RPG would be such a cool one to get a rematch.
That would be, yeah.
Like that was
Bring
like
back Gino.
yeah, bring back Gino, like and just like being in
You on
like,
Switch?
yeah, being on the Switch, being in 1080p, not pixelated. Like maybe like a pixel remaster would be cool, but like if they made it from
Pixel
the ground up,
remasters are like actually really cool.
yeah, but like if they remade it from the ground up too, I think that could be a really good one. There's just something about the game. There's like so much charm to it, being the first ever Mario RPG. And it inspired the Mario and Luigi series, which I adore. I love that series to death, and the Paper Mario series, which started pretty well and is kind of in its iffy stage, but it's what started both those RPG series. So I think that'd be kind of a cool one to see get remade. How about you, Rob?
Yeah. See, I personally would want to say Link to the Past because that was my first Zelda experience.
Ah,
But obviously not counting the OG Zelda and Zelda 2. But
Wasn't Link Between Worlds kind of a remake of Link
yeah,
to the Past?
that's what I was gonna say. So I was gonna say Link to the Past, but technically Link Between Worlds is kind of a remake, but it's in the same like location area. So if I was to pick one, I'd probably say the original Donkey Kong games.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country, that would actually be
Like not the first one only, but like as a whole trilogy.
that would
Like
actually be insane.
yeah, like a remake trilogy of older. That'd be
Honestly,
so cool.
Retro Studios hasn't put out anything since 2014.
It could be
Maybe they're ready to release it, but they just need the perfect time.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Because Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze are so cool.
I mean,
And
we
so
still are
honestly,
waiting for a brand new Donkey Kong Country game.
yeah. But though they can handle Donkey Kong, I would trust the remakes with them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
That would actually be so cool though. Like just imagine like the original Donkey Kong games, like in the style of like Tropical Freeze, like that like style. I think that'd be so cool. And then like you have like the option to have like the original music or like kind of like newer music that
Mm,
sounds similar.
Yeah.
that would be
Um,
good. Yeah.
like music that kind of sounds like Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like that'd be kind of cool.
I think they did this similar thing where they can play the old music, the new music in what's that game? I know it was a game that released.
They did it in BDSP.
Yeah,
Like
but yeah, that would be so cool though. Like a remake of like a trilogy remake of the
Donkey Kong
yeah,
Country.
that's actually a really good one. I'm surprised I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that I'd say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so smart, Rob. Okay, so the Game Boy.
Oh, the Game Boy, Super Mario Land. Both of them
Yes,
in the
both of
trilogy.
Yeah.
them. I was
Yeah.
literally gonna say that.
Duology.
That's the only games I could think of from the Game Boy that I actually
Yeah.
want to see return, because
Same.
because Pokemon Red and Blue have already been remade to death,
Yeah.
Mm.
and besides those, and
The
I guess
Game Boy
technically,
is
Kirby's Dream Land is technically
oh,
remade in. No, but I guess that kind.
no, that's
I
not the
wouldn't say a
same.
remake, but again, you can play it in Kirby Superstar, so I wouldn't really count that. So
um,
definitely, I would say Super Mario Land 1 and 2.
yeah, like kind of like the same collection remake deal as
Yeah.
I think that'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool. Like
I would, because those games are actually, they have so many cool new ideas that just don't appear anywhere else.
yeah. So like if they did that route, I'd want it to be like probably like a 16-bit or 32-bit like pixel remake and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
3D
Yeah.
because it would remind me too much of the new Super Mario Bros. Series.
Yeah.
So
You
Yeah,
know how
I don't think I
Sonic
wanna
Mania
see
kind
that
of
route.
looks?
yeah,
What if they
like
made
that,
it like that?
literally like that. I would love it to be like that. That'd be so cool. Um, I don't think we need to do the Game Boy Color because that's like the same games as the Game Boy,
Yeah.
so they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
The Super
The
Nintendo I think is next, right?
we did that.
We did that.
Oh yeah, we already did the Super. Okay, so the Game Boy Advance,
Uh,
Mario and Luigi
wait.
Superstar Saga would be my go-to, but that just
I'd
got
say Zelda Minish Cap.
that's a good one. I
I would say
was
the Oracle games.
huh?
The
The
Oracle
Oracle.
games.
Those are Game Boy Color. Those are Game Boy Color.
Oh, isn't it Advance?
No, it's far.
Oh,
Wait, let me
yeah.
just double.
Oh.
Uh,
But if you guys would say Super Mario Land 1 and 2, I'd say the Oracle games.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you take back Mario Land and 2, so you like an Oracle Games collection.
yeah.
For
Yeah,
like
that'd
the
be
game.
That would also be
Link's
good.
That
Yeah.
would be
Link's Awakening. That would be cool.
yeah, that would be cool. But for Game Boy Advance for me though, I'd have to. I want to say Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but that got a remake for the 3DS, and
Yeah, that already has been
Mm.
remade.
yeah, I think that's a good. I think that like remake was already good enough. If it came to if it was ported to the Switch, that'd be cool. But I don't think I want that game to get remade. But maybe Mario Kart Super Circuit.
See, I think the thing about me saying for any of the Mario Kart games,
Yeah, that's the
I don't know
problem.
about it. It's because technically they are being remade as like retro courses in like.
So it's like
They
I don't know.
already
I
have
wouldn't
been
really
remade, the courses.
It's just like it feels like that the good like Game Boy Advance games have already been remade. Superstar Saga was remade. Mario Kart Super Circuit that's basically being remade with all the different like retro tracks. What is it called? Scarlet and
Ruby and Sapphire.
no, Ruby and Sapphire. Those were remade with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So those were remade for the 3DS already.
Yeah.
I can't.
So I'd say, yeah, just the Zelda games are left, honestly.
Yeah, wasn't there an F-Zero game for the?
Yeah,
There was a
F-Zero
Kirby game as
GX.
well, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror as well.
Oh, yeah, and wasn't there also Nightmare in Dreamland?
Yeah, but that isn't that like a remake of Dreamland of Kirby's Adventure? Is it not? If
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
Well, there's still Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna have to go with that one. Like honestly, I can't think of any other Game Boy Advance games that haven't
Yeah.
been made yet. Yeah, we'll say the Kirby one. I don't have much to say about that one because I've never played it.
Yeah, I neither know.
But I don't know. The Game Boy Advance is a like really hard one because there's just so many that have like all the good ones have been remade already. So you know.
Yeah.
Nintendo
We got
64.
GameCube, right? Oh wait, no, yeah,
Yeah,
N64.
N64 first, bro, or crazy. Okay.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one. I don't want to say Mario 64 because like the original is already really good.
See, because it's 64, because technically for 64, it's fine as is, but also 64 DS exists.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
time for Majora's Mask,
For the
3DS
Majora's
version.
Mask 3D, Ocarina of
3DS.
Time 3D,
So yeah,
Yeah.
so
Star
like
Fox 3D as well.
the big ones we can't say. We can't say Mario. Maybe you could say Mario, but there would be something wrong with you if you said Mario 64 is not good already. We can't make the two Zelda games, and we can't say Star Fox. So that leaves us with like F-Zero X, Super
Donkey
Smash
Kong
Bros.
64.
Donkey Kong 64.
Yes, Donkey Kong
That would be
64.
such a good remake.
We need, you know what we need? You know what we need? They can port the game, they can change nothing. As long as there's an instrumental, a new version of the DK rap remade.
Dude.
Yes, yes.
DK
60
Rap
bucks for
featuring Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
that.
But yeah,
Man, that would go hard.
that would go so hard.
And Eminem.
But yeah, I think Donkey Kong 64 remake would probably be the best option. Either that or Smash 64 remake, but we already have Smash Ultimate. We don't need a remake.
Nobody would
Yeah,
buy a
I
Smash 64
wouldn't
remake.
all the I wouldn't when it comes to talk about remakes, I wouldn't mention any of the Mario Kart or Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Okay,
because
I
It's like,
will.
why?
remakes.
When we get to GameCube, I may mention Smash Melee, but
Mm.
that's not because of it being like Melee and stuff, or not because like I don't even know what I'm going at with this. Yeah, okay, ignore that. So we all agree on Donkey Kong 64, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any any other ones that you guys could think of? Because like
GoldenEye,
GoldenEye,
but wasn't there a
GoldenEye's a good
remake
one.
for Xbox, or am I just
yeah, that's already on Xbox, I think.
like a remake?
Not like a HD remaster, I think.
I don't
Or
know.
Yoshi's Story? I don't know. Is that
Maybe.
Kirby 64 as well.
Paper Mario?
But they're all, oh, Paper Mario would be nice. But I mean,
No, so I'm gonna save Paper Mario for next.
yeah,
the
that's what
Thunder
I would do.
But
Yeah.
Paper Mario 64 would be a cool remake. But I just think Donkey Kong 64 overall is the objectively best
Yeah.
option for a remake for the N64. But with that said, what about the GameCube? I actually have quite a few for this one. If you guys want to just name yours right away.
I decided mine, yeah. So I was deciding between a couple of options. I decided I'll take Super Mario Sunshine because Sunshine, it's a good game. It doesn't control that well, and there's so many things they could improve with it, with like the blue coins and whatnot. They could make the game feel more if smooth, like 3D World or Odyssey, like that kind of movement.
See, I want to agree with you on that, but the thing is, I guess maybe you could do a Sunshine sequel, but technically because of the
3D
fact that
All-Stars.
3D All-Stars exists, that's the thing. I
Like
would
that's not a remake. That's just they
It's a
made it
remaster.
widescreen.
It
Yeah.
made it in 1080p, 60 frames, and in HD. Wait, that's.
Yeah, but I mean, like from the ground up, a remake would be so nice to
I
see.
don't know though. Like, there's a bunch of like weird physics in Sunshine, but I think it controls pretty well. It's just like the blue coins are
Like
annoying.
the weird physics could easily be fixed in remake. That's the thing.
I wouldn't say like that's free. Like that game's remake worthy though. So
Mm.
do you have any Ro? Like before I name my few.
Okay. See, I want to say Wind Waker, but Wind Waker HD exists, so I wouldn't really count that as GameCube because technically they can just port the HD version
Yeah.
from the Wii U to a
Yeah.
Switch. So I wouldn't say that. Obviously, I know you're gonna say Melee, so I won't say Melee.
Nah, well, you can take Melee.
I want to say Air Ride, Kirby Air Ride, maybe because I heard there's quite a big
that's a
fan
good
base
one.
for that. Kirby's Air Ride.
Kirby, but if they remake Kirby's Air Ride, because one of the biggest problems of the game was there weren't enough carts, enough maps. So essentially, at that point, it would actually probably be a sequel if Nintendo wanted it to actually do well.
Mm. Yeah, so I probably, I guess I'll say Kirby's Air Ride then, because I can't
That's
think of
a
any
good
other games which I'd think of because Twilight Princess and Wind Waker can just
Yeah, they've been remade.
version. So yeah, I can't really think.
Yeah, that's kind of like I think Kirby's Air Ride would be a good one. Like even if like so if it was like a remake and they added like new like more courses and more vehicles and stuff, I think that would be like the perfect remake, like with additional
Yeah.
content as well. It'd be like the definitive way to play it. But for me, first one I want to get out of the way is Melee. I just think that'd be kind of cool. I think the Melee community would really love like that.
Yeah.
With there being like a remake, or maybe not a remake, but like an HD version of Melee, like upscaled and stuff. Um, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, great RPG. I would love to play that on the Switch in HD and
Same,
widescreen.
honestly.
Like that would be that game is so good. There's also what's it called? F-Zero GX.
Wasn't F-Zero GX
No, that
the
was the GameCube one.
GBA one?
That was the GameCube one. I don't remember what
Alright.
the GBA one was. But like, so for this one, part of it is because F-Zero hasn't gotten a new game in so long, and I feel like bringing like F-Zero GX from the GameCube would be like the perfect way to kind of reintroduce F-Zero to like the community.
Yeah. Especially to newer fans, because there might be new Nintendo fans who have no idea
Never
what
heard of F-Zero.
because they probably see Captain Falcon and be like, "Where's he from?"
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then like having like a game on the Switch, like a remake of F-Zero GX, like remade or whatever, would be like such a good way to bring back F-Zero to the Nintendo community. I just think that would be like the best route to go. They could always try making a new game, but I think they need to like make a remake before they make a new game, just so that like
Yeah.
fans can be introduced to the series before they spend all this time working on a game just for it to flop. But now we're on to the DS.
Ah, the DS.
Mario and Luigi Partners in Time is my pick.
I was gonna say that, but then I remembered Black and White.
Black and White.
Or Black 2, White 2.
That's
Because
gonna happen
Black 2,
either
White
way.
2. Yeah,
Maybe not
Black 2,
White.
White 2 are sequels, so they're not actually like ports or definitive editions. But I kind of take it back because if there's anything I learned from Diamond and Pearl remakes, is that Black and White remakes might absolutely suck. So I don't know if I wanted to see that per
It's
se.
gonna be hard. Like it's really
Yeah.
with Pokemon remakes, they were so good for up until Gen 3, and then the Gen 4 remake just fell flat.
Yeah.
I think it's just the Switch era, honestly. Like they're not trying as hard anymore because like they know they're gonna sell well. So like, I mean, Scarlet and Violet was like a good step in the right direction to get back on track with everything, but like unless they can like make a Black and White remake, like as good as like ORAS, I don't think I want to see that. But the reason
Yeah.
I want to see Partners in Time is because like that's first of all, the last DS game, or the last of the original three RPGs from the Mario and Luigi series that never got remade, and that one really could have used a remake over Bowser's Inside Story. And like it's a great game. There's just like some stuff to it, like the difficulty spikes in there that like could be like fixed with a remake. And well, with
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi, I would love for there
Yeah.
to be a remake. As much as I would like to say Bowser's Inside Story to get a remake, it just got a remake on the 3DS back in 2019. And while the DS version is just superior.
Yeah. I mean, I think for my pick, so I've got two, well, technically three, but I've got two in mind. So first one, I want to say Super Mario 64 DS because again, in my opinion, I prefer that one over the original.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean,
Hot take. Dang.
yeah, I know.
I agree with the hot
it's a
take.
I know. Okay. I wouldn't say it controls really shitty on a on an actual DS. But if you try it on 3DS, it's actually decent with the stuff pad. And I'm assuming if you get played on the Wii U, it's better because you also have the actual controller.
Yeah.
But definitely the idea of playing as different characters works.
Yeah.
And okay, the multiplayer aspect could have been much better. So, but I would have said Super Mario 64 DS, but because of the fact that it should have ideally been included or some type of extension to Super Mario 64 in the 3D All Stars, which is why I'm gonna say Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks.
Yes.
Oh, that is
So a proper HD remake in the Wind Waker style because it is in that tune style. Maybe as the bundle together. I don't know.
I would say that
it should be
bundled.
bundled together if that
If not,
happens.
then that's such a Nintendo moment if they don't
Yeah.
bundle it together.
They'll just port one and forget the other one exists.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my pick would probably be a Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Track bundle. That's what I'd say.
So, onto the Wii.
Chris, I think you're forgetting a console. You're forgetting the Virtual Boy.
Screw the Virtual Boy. There's only 17 games. The only one I remember is like Wario World and Mario's Tennis. So we don't care about the Virtual Boy. But the Wii. So many good games on the Wii.
I know why I would pick for the Wii.
I think I'm gonna start off, guys.
All right.
Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
I knew someone was gonna say that. Someone was gonna say
Super Mario Galaxy 2 has gotta be, one of the best games of all time. You've got to shove Galaxy 2 in there. I mean, like for me, my first 3 Mario experience, I definitely would want to say Galaxy 2. Just shove it on the Wii. Like remake, get HDFI it using that Nvidia Shield or whatever thing you did for Regal Stars. Just get it on the Wii.
Yep.
I don't care because you've already got Skyward Sword on there. Twilight Princess, you can just shove the Wii U version onto it.
Mm-hmm.
But and also we got Return to Dreamland coming as well as a deluxe version. So don't worry about that. Mario Kart Wii, don't really count that either because technically their remakes coming to Mario Kart Boost Course Pass. But Galaxy 2, now that is a game that needs to come. Like it's everything about Yoshi and it's like the entire game. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. All right, so for me,
call me cringe. I don't care. Galaxy 2.
All right, what about you?
So for me, I would take Punch Out.
Punch. Oh,
that's
Punch
a
Out.
good one.
Punch Out. Honestly, I would rather take a sequel of some sorts because I'm just thinking about all the new kind of stuff they could add, like new bosses to fight, new arenas, maybe new accessories for to dress your box room. Give him some of that drip, They could add online. They could have tournaments as well. It has the chance to be a big like online series like Smash Bros and Splatoon if done correctly.
Yeah.
And that would be honestly really cool to see. And I just hope Punch Out, because Punch Out I think it just had the NES and the Wii, right?
The Wii. I think there's Super Punch Out for the SNES too.
All right.
I think.
Is it?
I think that's the thing as well.
Any of the Punch Out games?
They're so good, man. I
haven't
just played the Wii one, but that's so good. I played it with my brother recently again.
Actually, before I let you say yours, because honestly, see, I'm worried about how bad it would be, but Wii Party.
Oh no.
See, I want to because I love Wii Party. Like before I played Wii Sports, Wii Party was the first one I played. So I mean, I want to say it because of nostalgia, but then knowing because they might get the sport mate people in rather than me.
That's what I'm scared of. They're gonna do like Nintendo Switch Party, and they're gonna try to like capitalize off the Wii brand, and then they're gonna like add the sports mates, and it's just like, no, Nintendo, what are you doing?
Exactly.
But yeah.
So I mean, I still stay strong with Galaxy 2, but Wii Party would be second. What about you, Chris? What's your Wii game?
So back to before I go into mine, I think mine's kind of obvious. It was in my my Wii Direct, but like just a little bit of like behind the scenes for those of you that got this far into the podcast. In my Wii Direct, I was actually gonna add Punch Out, but due to like having like time, and not having enough time to be able to get it in there, I never added it. There's so many games I wanted to add, but I just couldn't get it there in time because I wanted to release it as like a birthday special, and like I started it too late, so like I didn't have time to get like Punch Out or like Kirby's Epic Yarn or whatever on there. So just a little bit of behind the scenes, but for my pick, I'm gonna go with a Metroid Prime trilogy.
Oh, Metro! Oh, I completely forgot about that.
That was the one.
Yeah.
I really
Prime trilogy would be awesome.
I really feel like that could happen this year too. I mentioned this in my video, my most recent video at this time. I mentioned that I feel like that something Metroid's gonna happen this year. It's not gonna be Metroid Prime 4. It's gonna be the trilogy.
I go to the trilogy or like the remake of the first one. Like most people are saying,
I feel like Nintendo would do it the trilogy because they already have
the trilogy makes more sense.
Yeah.
And they just have to upscale it.
Yeah,
they've done that so many times.
I mean, look, technically, if I was to get a Wii U, like the first day, I would only get it just for the eShop, just simply because of the Virtual Console and Metroid.
Well, you got 2 months left if you only get it for the eShop.
I don't think I'm going to get it because I just have a feel because I'll just get 3DS eShop games because there wasn't much on the Wii U anyways. Because I can just emulation anyways,
Yeah.
with the VC stuff. But definitely Metroid Prime Trilogy, Chris. That's a very good pick.
Yeah, that was like the one I was kind of like leading towards. I was gonna see if any of you two would choose it, which is why I let you guys go first.
You know,
But
I genuinely completely forgot about.
Yeah, same. I forgot that Prime Trilogy existed.
that would be such a cool one to get this year, though. Like, I'd honestly really love to play them. I have Metroid Prime 2, for my GameCube. I played a bit of it. I've enjoyed it so far, but like HD remaster of the trilogy would be so cool. I think
It
the
would be,
3DS is next, right? Yeah, the 3DS.
Uh,
That's a
the
good one.
3DS.
What's on the 3DS besides 3D Land? Oh,
Hmm.
I have one.
All right, go ahead.
No, I wanna let you guys go first again.
All
I wanna
right.
see if you.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
On the 3DS, there's a lot of games that are ports or remakes of previous games. Am I allowed to choose those or not?
As long as you haven't mentioned before, I'd say I guess it's
Yeah.
fair game, but I'd,
Um.
I'd prefer if you guys chose like
Okay.
3DS original
Which
games,
ones?
but
Yeah.
if you do
All
remakes,
right.
that's fine, I guess.
Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
That's actually a pretty good one. That one would be interesting. I
It
don't
did release after the Switch launched, and it made sense they would put it on the 3DS.
because
And yeah, those were the first ones were on like Ultra Sun and Moon were on the 3DS. Um, they could genuinely because Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon were pretty good games. They could if they added, they don't even have to add much more to it, honestly.
yeah,
Just add
upscale
some
it.
of the new things. Yeah, like also some new features that are in modern Pokemon games, like accessing your box from anywhere,
Yeah.
or the new way of training Pokemon stats and stuff like that.
hmm
If they just add that, upscale some stuff,
100%.
maybe add a DLC. I mean, that's a very like something that doesn't have to be there at all. But that would be great, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, for mine, I've got a couple of ideas. Obviously, 3D Land would be one of them.
That was one of mine, but then I came up with something
Yeah.
3D
else.
Land. I knew you guys were gonna
Yeah.
say 3D Land,
I
so
think
I
3D
didn't
Land would
say
definitely be
that.
one I'd consider. And then definitely another mini Mario game. I think that series is.
I didn't really like the mini Mario.
They were
games.
fine.
I don't know. I mean, it's like the last one I'd say, but probably. But I'm not sure if Chris, this is the one you're thinking of. I mean, okay, I would say Link Between Worlds, but or another Kirby game because like Triple Deluxe or Planet Robobot.
Yep.
Those two are good games
Yep.
to say. But definitely, I would probably. I haven't played it, but I've heard a lot about Kid Icarus Uprising.
That was one I was gonna
Oh.
say.
Oh god,
I knew
I
that
forgot.
one if you were gonna say
I
that.
forgot about that. I mean, even if I did decide to do it, I know nothing about the game, so I don't know what I would say.
Yeah, I
but
don't really know about it, but like I've heard
I
like
wanna
really
try
good
it.
things
Yeah,
about
I've
it.
heard so many good things about it. So for
There's
you,
like
Ro,
genuinely,
are you gonna
yeah.
say like 3D Land or what, Ro? Like which one?
Which one do you
I'll
think?
say 3D Land. I'll let you take
Okay.
Uprising.
So I kind of like already discussed this. Kid Icarus Uprising. I haven't played it, but I've heard it's a really good game. I know that it pushes the 3DS to its limits with like
Yeah.
with like the graphics and stuff. Like it looks so good for being a 3DS game.
Yeah, it does.
And then like
It looks beautiful.
the only like downside I've heard is like that like you could get like serious thumb cramp with like the controls on that. So I definitely feel
Because
like,
it is a 3DS, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
it's not a game that's really 3DS friendly, but it's on the 3DS. So what I'm thinking is if they can like make it like upscale it to 1080p without like the like compression of the 3DS, and they make it like consumer friendly for the controls, it could be like the best way to play that game.
It could. It really could.
Oh yeah.
I want to experience that game, but I don't want to play it on the 3DS because I've heard horror stories about the controls.
Yeah, same.
But I think
But
that
it
would be
looks so good.
It looks so good for the 3DS though. Like that would be like a game I would genuinely buy, like no question, if Nintendo released it this year. Like I've wanted to play that game for a while. I've wanted to get into the Kid Icarus series with that game, but like they haven't they just haven't released a good way to play it, so I just haven't played it yet. Last but not least though, we got the Wii U.
Now, see,
Wind
here's
Waker
the, should we just say games which haven't got ported onto the Wii U yet, or ones that so something like Wind Waker HD? So I'll let Crazy you go first.
Honestly,
You
for the
say
Wii
that.
U, I feel like that it's fair to do ports because like or like
Yeah.
remakes because there's just not much left on the Wii U to
Yeah.
port.
Alright, Chris, you go first.
All right. You guys know what's coming. You guys know what's
Yep.
coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Wind
definitely.
Waker HD.
Yep.
Wind Waker HD. I want to see it on the Switch. I'm surprised it didn't get revealed for Zelda's anniversary. I thought they were gonna do a
Yeah,
collection
I
for.
was shocked about that.
Yeah.
And it was just Skyward Sword HD for the
Yeah.
anniversary. That was so like seriously.
It's like Nintendo doesn't know how to balance thing because for Mario they did quite a bit.
They went
Zelda
all
they
out
just
for
did the
Mario.
Game and Watch and Skyward Sword
Skyward,
HD.
yeah.
Donkey Kong they did nothing.
And Kirby
Kirby
didn't.
Kirby they did like minimal,
Yeah.
that concept. That's about it.
Yeah.
But nothing at all really.
Yeah. Wind Waker HD. It looks beautiful. I love this. I'm just a big sucker for cell shading. And those kind of cartoony graphics. I think
I like how it looks. It looks so good. Like I like the
Yeah,
art style.
absolutely.
yeah. Literally, I think they should just do a generic Wii U port it over.
Honestly.
Maybe add one or two extra things for $60. I'd still buy it. It's Wind Waker. It's a great game.
Yeah.
And I just love it. Yeah.
Chris, what about you?
For me, oh, that's hard. I think I had two. So this is the first. Wait, actually, I want you to go first, bro, because I don't want to steal yours if you have it.
No,
So
no,
I have-
I guess it's because I stole yours first for Kid Uprising, so I'll let you go.
So, Nintendo Land.
Yeah,
That's one I think would be cool to see.
that's what I was saying.
But the only problem with it is I don't see how they would be able to get around with
It wouldn't work. I don't
Yeah.
think there's no way it would
because how
work.
would they get that to work? That's the
Yeah,
main...
that's the problem with that. Like, if they could somehow get it to work with like the Mario Chase and whatnot, then maybe. But like, it really.
I see no way that it could
Yeah,
work
there's
at
no way it
all.
would work. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, maybe that if they can get it to work. But
Yeah, because it'd be the way the game is such a
Oh, yourself.
the gamepad is such a unique gimmick mechanic addition for a Nintendo console, and it works so well with Nintendo Land. Nintendo Land's a great use for it. Yeah, but honestly, I think it should just stay as a Wii U game. It wouldn't make sense to be used anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I was like, maybe this, but nah. But my main one, this is gonna make all the JRPG fans very happy. Xenoblade Chronicles X. I don't know anything about this game, but this is like the last.
Midblade.
Exactly. This is like the last Wii U game I could think of that could get ported to the Switch. That doesn't have like a different like a better predecessor or something like Splatoon or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or whatever.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, like they might as well bring Xenoblade Chronicles X to the Switch. They already have all the other three on there, so just bring X and there you go. You get all the Xenoblade games.
Midblade.
Facts.
The Switch will become a Midblade machine.
Exactly. It already has so
Yeah.
much Fire Emblem and Xenoblade. It's crazy. We have more Xenoblade
Yeah.
games.
It's so
Like,
annoying.
We have more new Xenoblade games than we have new Mario games. Just think about
Exactly. It's so stupid.
Aw.
that. We have
No, I
Anyways,
don't wanna
what
think
I would
about
say for mine, Twilight Princess.
I knew that you were gonna say that. I knew that you two were gonna say the HD remakes. I wanted to try to do something different and not do like the remakes or whatever. But
Yeah.
there's just
I mean,
isn't much
I
for you.
can't really think because like I would say Yoshi's Woolly World, but you got Crafted World already, so
Woolly
it's like
World is superior easily.
Yeah.
Woolly World is better.
Yoshi is
for the
the
purpose of
goat.
having, both of them on the same platform, which is why I didn't say Woolly World. I can't really think of any other, Wii U games which aren't.
On
I
the
mean,
Switch already.
Yeah, because I think I wouldn't say Color Splash because you've got Origami King,
Yeah.
and I've heard really mixed things about Color Splash, so
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that. Mario, also you got 3D World already. I wouldn't say Mario Party 10.
No.
No,
No.
we
Mario
don't.
Party, Mario
We don't
Kart,
need that.
we got Mario Kart already on there.
Yep.
Then obviously there's no F-Zero.
No
And
Smash. We don't need Smash. Right
Yeah,
now.
no
We don't
Smash,
need
yeah.
Smash.
Oh, guys, actually, you know what? Actually, never mind. Forget Twilight Princess. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would be so funny. Like I
Mario
would.
Kart
Amiibo Festival?
Smash.
No.
Put up with the Mario Test Ultra Smash.
Oh my.
Oh.
It'd be
And
a better
if
game than Strikers
Nintendo
Battle
does
League.
that,
It'd be better than Strikers Battle League.
it would. It would.
Because it's Mario
Well, would
Tennis.
it? Oh yeah, and since it is a Wii U port, they always will add something new.
Yeah, they
So
might add, and like the roster is just better on Ultra Smash than on Battle League. Like
yeah,
as much as I want to, as much as everyone clowns on Ultra Smash, it has a way better roster than Battle League. I think because Battle League just has the most generic roster there is, and like what is it called? Freaking Ultra Smash has like Sprixie Princess and like some interesting characters in there, so it has a better roster. And hot take, but I just think like sure it's a basic game, but so is Strikers Battle League. So
Ultra Smash is. I mean,
they're both bad games.
so
but
they're yeah
both
they
equally
are.
bad. So like
Yeah.
either way they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
They both suck. But yeah, yeah. I mean I had to disagree with those two though. Amiibo Festival and Ultra Smash? No. We don't need those.
I have
Yeah,
to
no, that's just me trolling around.
Yeah,
I definitely would say this right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twilight Princess would easily be one, I'd say.
So
Yeah.
like I don't think there's any other consoles after those.
No, that's
So
it.
I think
Both.
we're at the point where we're at the Q&A section. So let me
Yep.
pull up some of the Q&A
Alright.
questions.
You put up the
We should probably try to go through the
Yeah.
questions a bit fast today.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so the first one
Do
comes
you
in
have-
from Presto the Magnificent. He has two. So the first one is, what game would we recommend to each other? So I'll give one game that we'd recommend. For me, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. That's an easy one.
For me, specifically like going to row Pokemon, just Pokemon.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Pokemon.
Which one would you recommend first, though?
Probably Sword and
ORAS.
Shield.
I would recommend ORAS.
Alright.
Yeah, but Sword and Shield is easier, and Row's Row, so that's why.
And
Yeah, I think I'll try it. I think
So-
for me, yeah, you go.
what's your recommendation for us, Ro?
We'll see. I want to say Galaxy 2, but you guys won't give it a chance. I know you guys won't.
Nah, I had to play that anyways this year, so I'll be playing that. Eventually.
Yeah. I'd probably say, have you guys tried Overcooked?
No, I haven't.
Really, no. So maybe that actually.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good suggestion.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm trying to think of games which I've played, which you guys might have not have, which is why I'm just trying to think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd probably say Overcooked. Probably, I'd say.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting one.
That's a good decision actually.
So let's see, what else do we got here? So the next one from Presto is, what was the best game that came out last year? Kirby.
Oh, Splatoon 3.
Kirby for me. I
Oh,
didn't play much of Splatoon 3, and I loved Kirby, so Kirby's gonna have to be it for me.
was Mario Party Superstars? That was
That's
the year
No, that was
before.
21.
Does the Booster Course Pass count?
If there's no other ones for you, then I'd say sure. But
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I can't think of anything else.
Yeah. Then I'd say Booster of course counts. Yeah.
I'd say that would
Yeah.
count. So the next one, it comes from Akari, where she asked, "What do each of you think the next Nintendo console will be?" Switch Pro.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
think they're the same.
I don't think
Sure.
Nintendo's gonna like go away from the hybrid console thing. I just think it works too well for them to move on to something else. So I think it's gonna be like an improved version of the Switch, or they're just gonna take the idea to the next level. I definitely think that's possible. So
Yeah,
what about you guys? What do you guys think?
yeah, I definitely would. Hang on, sorry. My voice just turned off. Yeah, I think that definitely agree with this. The Switch Pro bringing it. If not,
Yeah.
I think it'll probably have to be next gen then. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
How
I'd
about
say
you,
the
Ricky?
same.
Same
Just,
thing?
yeah, just
Okay.
a Switch stay hybrid, but like more power, more
Yeah.
visual power.
All right, so the next one comes from, I don't even know what this Daywin Cornwell. I'm looking at my phone here. They ask, I don't Open up, please. Will there be news on Tears of the Kingdom or a new Mario game, whether 2D or 3D, in this upcoming direct? I definitely think
Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom, definitely yes.
yes, definitely.
Mario, maybe as a sports game, seeing that
Mario's
and every year.
E3.
It's definitely probably another sports game, but Mario,
Yeah.
if you do 3D Mario, it'd probably be E3 or Game
Yeah.
Awards.
That's when they would reveal 2D or 3D Mario. I just don't feel like that they would reveal like something as big as a Mario game unless it's the last announcement. Like until E3 because that's like a big time for them. So yeah, I think if we get a 2D or 3D Mario announced, it's gonna like this year. It's gonna be E3. So probably not this.
Yeah, E3. I'd say E3 as well.
And then from Asian S, not Agent S, Asian S. This is for you, Crazytendo.
All right. This for me.
Yeah, this is a question specifically for you, Crazytendo. Why do you love lemon juice?
We
You got quiet.
I don't. I don't.
love a bit of lemon juice.
Oh, well, that was an interesting way to end off the Q&A section.
That was a good way to end it off.
Yeah, so the answer is he doesn't like lemon juice Asian-ness. So
yeah.
With that being said, I think that's it for this one. How long do we have right now? Hold on, I need to check.
A long time.
A long time.
I need to check. Okay,
3 hours.
We are
3
at
hours?
2 hours and 37 minutes.
Oh damn, bro.
So, is there anything else that you guys want to say before we end off the podcast?
Not specifically, no.
No? How about you, Ro?
They definitely just subscribe to Chris, Crazy,
Yeah.
and myself, and of course the NintendRo.
Yes. Do all that. If you made it this far into the podcast, thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Oh, there goes Crazy. Well, if you made it this far into the podcast, thank you a lot for sticking around. I know last year we didn't make many episodes of the podcast. Heck, we only made one in the whole year.
This is only the second episode.
This is only the second episode, which is crazy.
Crazy's Wi-Fi just died. That's why he just left.
But yeah. So thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed the podcast, there will be more episodes. Hopefully soon. No promises on that. Maybe there'll be another 4-month hiatus. But I do want to thank Crazytendo and NintendRo for joining in on the podcast today. This episode wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So if you want to just say thank you on behalf of you and Ro.
Yeah, on behalf of Crazytendo and myself, thanks for having me, Chris. That was definitely fun. I definitely enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
If you haven't already, go subscribe to Chris, man. He's super based. And yeah,
man. But yeah, definitely check out definitely check out Nintendo's channel, Crazytendo's channel, and of course the NintendRo channel. If you're watching this on the YouTube page, that will be linked down below. If you're watching or if you're listening to this on Apple Podcast or Spotify, it's gonna be on somewhere on my YouTube channel. You can find that, like links to all those channels. But with that being said, this episode wouldn't have been possible without you guys. This one is a bit of a longer one. I don't think we're planning on having any long videos or long podcasts like this anytime soon. But honestly, I would be down to have you and Crazy back on the podcast sometime soon.
Oh yeah, I'll be on. Yeah, I'll be down to this again.
Yeah. Well, with that being said,
this was so fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Just chilling and talk about Nintendo for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
It's a long time, but it's a lot of fun. But with that being said,
couldn't spend my life any better.
But yeah, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. That's it for this episode of the podcast. You guys have a great rest of your day.